hello. What's up tonight, everyone? Welcome. Fine Tuesday to you all. Good to see ya. What is up? Unshaven Drink, Beers SC, welcome you to the Fishbowl, by the way. Thank you so much. Big scoops here for you. Strictly Jess, hello. Welcome back to Tequila Rim? Well, how you doing tonight? Sparks Fox, good to see you. Joseph, hello. Kel Dude, Abigail, how are you today? Saga Dominia's Zelda, of course. Eric, Kaidurkar, Hatamano. How's everyone doing tonight? I'm hyped. We're doing more Pioneer. I love Pioneer. This format's just so much fun. It's so much fun. It is. There have been some questionable decisions by Wizards this year, like cutting GP coverage, some stuff with Arena, like historic, but I have to say, Pioneer makes up for a lot of that. Pioneer has got to be one of the best decisions that Wizards has made in a long time. Dan, the 1 year resub. Welcome back. How you doing, by the way? Hopefully we catch up in another GP. Welcome back to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big soups here for our new subscriber. I'm excited too. God-Pharaoh's Gift is just such a cool card, and we get some really sweet, cool additions that were not in standard with God-Pharaoh's Gift. Like, this is a deck. Sometimes you see Pioneer decks and they look very much like the standard deck. This deck gets a lot of cool new pieces, so I'm actually really excited to see how this mashup of God-Pharaoh's Gift with some older cards that were not around when it was in standard is going to be. Like, Age of Treachery God-Pharaoh's Gift, what could be better than Age of Treachery with God-Pharaoh's Gift? And Aurelia is so sweet. Like, all around, this deck, I'm just really excited for this. This is going to be fun. Putaloot for the second month. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big scoops here for our new subscriber. I mean, I think there are probably several. You could go like Sultai and have Scarab Gods and Satyr Wayfinders and Stitcher Suppliers and use Gate to the Afterlife. There's a bunch of ways you can build God-Pharaoh's Gift, but I think this is a pretty fun starting point for it. I like the look of this too. I think it's going to be super sweet. Chat on stream not working. Let me refresh it. Sometimes it has issues, and then if I refresh it, it's good to go. So hopefully everyone is doing well tonight. We're gonna have some fun. So excited for Pioneer content. I've given up on Paper Magic since Arena Beta came out. This has me excited to come back and sit back at a table. Yeah, I think Pioneer's definitely doing that for a lot of people. Like, I kind of want to build a Paper Pioneer deck now. Like, it's like, I don't have many paper decks. You know that about me. We've talked about that many times before. But Pioneer is a format that I could see myself playing, and it's not as expensive as Modern to get into in paper. So I definitely plan on putting together Heavy Weather. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Oh, chat. What is going on, chat? Oh, no. Is it broken? Oh, no, chat. That's very not good. Oh no. We have our first donation of the night. Oh, I'm going to have to try to figure out how to fix chat, and I'm very bad at stuff like that. Het Monley with a $3 donation. Did I pronounce it better that time? The way you mispronounced my name was hilarious. Also, could you say gay rights for the stream? I think I just did. Monley, thank you so much for the donation. Definitely appreciate it. And hopefully Monley, hopefully I nailed your name that time. I think I might have nailed it. Why is chat not working? I have a couple of paper decks, but not very many. Oh no. All right, hang on. I got to look at chat really quick and try to figure out why chat is not doing what it's supposed to do. Oh dear. Okay, let's try this. Let me try this real quick. See, this is either going to break it worse or fix it. I don't know which. We're about to find out momentarily. I'm just like copy and pasting things. Maybe one time. One time, chat, one time. Yes! Success! I'm a computer genius. No, I'm not. Sprayberry Dylan, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big scoops here for our new subscriber. We got it. Well done, chat. Thank you for your help. So, yeah, let's do our reminders. Talk about this deck. Start playing some God-Pharaoh's Gift, and then we go from there. Oh, the chat is alive. Thank goodness. So we got another donation already. So many donations already. Thank you so much, everyone. This one from Dan Wild Wildfire $2 donation. Is GPNJ a possibility? Ooh, I mean, I think it's a possibility, but probably under 50% as far as likelihood. Not impossible, but it could happen. Maybe Neonate instead of Inspector. I could see that. I don't know. There's a lot of things that are possible. We'll talk about that in a minute. Let's do our reminders. Start talking about. Oh yeah, we should talk bannings. That happened. We waited and waited and waited and momered and tried to get to the banner restricted announcement. It didn't actually happen. So if you missed it, we kind of got to Oko was finally banned. It finally happened. Oko banned, except the bad news is Oko was banned in Arena Brawl, which, I mean, that's still good. Oko was very bad in Arena Brawl, so that is a good choice. That just came out today, but it's not exactly the Oko banning I was hoping for. Meanwhile, Pioneer, first BNR ever, came up after the stream. We got Felidar Guardian ban. So copycat combo gone. I think that's a good banning, although it does make me a little sad because I really love Felidar Guardian with Panharmonicon. Their justification that it's likely to get broken in the future, I'll buy it. I think it's the correct banning, but it does make me sad personally because it's so sweet with Panharmonicon. Leyline of Abundance, Oath of Nissa. Basically, when we were talking yesterday, it was probably Copycat and Green Devotion were the two decks that we had on the top of our... I did see Kenobi's video. That was pretty funny. At the top of our watch list. So I think while the Green Devotion cards, we did mention Leyline of Abundance, Oath of Nissa wasn't really on my radar, but it does, I think, make some amount of sense. You could have been just like Nykthos, but I think this is a fine way to go about it. Hitting Leyline, Oath of Nissa, Felidar Guardian from Copycat, knocking down the two decks that were probably best in the format. And then I think next on the watch list is probably the Delve cards, I would say, like Treasure Cruise, Dig Through Time. But so that was a bad list. Hey, see ya, Hemonly. Thank you for swinging by and for the donation. I would love to see Nexus banned. Yeah, we'll see how good Nexus is in the format. Did you see Kenobi scoring another victory in the Beard Brawl? But that wasn't a real victory. Anyone can type whatever they want in the order notes, but I guess that's still kind of a victory. How do we get Kenobi back, chat? We got to think about this. What can we do to really send a message that this war is not only still going, but we are going to win? There's got to be, how do we win the Great Beard War? I saw someone ask Mero about it, and he said I'm staying out of it. I think that's my favorite part, is just like, nope, I'm not getting involved in this. Net needs Merchant of the Veil, probably does. All right, let's do our reminders, talk about this deck, start playing Magic, then we talk about bannings, we talk about Standard, we can talk about Pioneer, we can talk about and strategize for the Great Beard War, and how we can get Vince back for some of his recent victories, throw something, throw out all his tea. I guess that's probably is what you do to make a Brit mad. It worked back in 17 whatever, right? British Tea Party and whatnot. Put your face on a carton of milk. Loser needs to shave his beard. I think the thing is, and I mean, all credit to Vince for doing this, but I think he's shaving his beard for a charity thing in December. I had mentioned to him like trying to get in on it with him and doing it together, but we haven't actually talked about it much yet. So I might win by default, but that doesn't really count if you're shaving your beard for charity. That's not how I want to win. Like, that's a good reason to shave your beard. Liddig handing out 10 gift subs, or Light Tongue. Thank you so much to Xander, Swider, not Van Lee, Bravian Beard, the Joe K. Mad Dog, Joe Quiznos, Browncoats, Turd3, Corn Daddy, and Denlosi. Welcome y'all to the Fishbowl. Big soups here for you. Thank you. So let's do our reminders. We got our reminders. Talk about this deck. Start playing Magic. Then we talk about anything and everything. Music, movies, Magic, Vince's beard, and how bad it is. Any of those topics on the table. So Replay YouTube. That's where you can find all the old streams, including this one in the future. What if you compete for charity and the loser shaves the beard? Or we can compete to see who can raise more money for charity for the beard shaving, and the loser has to shave. That I'm gonna have to talk to Vince about that. we will both go together, raising money for charity. Whoever raises the least amount of money has to has to shave their beard. Although I don't know. LSV has a lot of tournament winnings, and he's on his side. LSV might. What if LSV like wins the next Mythic Championship and just like hands the check over to Vince to support his beard? I'm a little nervous knowing LSV is on Vince's side in this battle. All right. Normal YouTube. That's where you'd find all the old streams, including this one, in the future. Oh, good luck at Cast, Sugar. Sorry you gotta go, but it will be up on the replay. You can find it out there. Normal YouTube. We played some super sweet Gary zombies for Budget Magic and Pioneer last night. If you like draining people with Grey Merchant of Asphodel, that seems like a good way to go about it. The deck is sweet, so check that out. There's a Crim Brawl video coming up tomorrow. Pioneer against the odds, playing some God-Pharaoh's Gift, so tons of sweet YouTube stuff coming out in the near future. Our sponsor tonight, of course, is Card Kingdom, and if you're looking for some Magic the Gathering cards, maybe you need some Pioneer cards or whatever, you can grab them at cardkingdom.com. Even get a Saffron Olive sticker if you mention it in your order notes. You can also mention in your order notes how much better my beard is than Pleasant Kenobi's beard. I think I'm going to have to talk to Card Kingdom. I think if you say Saffron Olive's beard is better than Vince's beard, I think you'll get a sticker just for saying that. Maybe that's actually what we should turn the code to, rather than just asking for the sticker. You gotta insult Vince's beard in some way, and then you get the free Saffron Olive sticker. But thank you to Card Kingdom for supporting the show. Otherwise, merch page, tokens, t-shirts, playbets, get a way to support the stream and the channel and the site. Donations, we've already had a couple. Thank you so much. Always appreciated. Certainly not required. $2 or more can get your message read on stream. And on that note, I think that's our reminder. So let's talk about this deck. Hey Seth, deck looks awesome. Did you think they'd surprise us announcing Pioneer for Arena? The word forums are filled with complaints about historic and deaf silence on the argument. I'm going to say that I think we will eventually get Pioneer on Arena. I think it's got to happen, and I think that it will happen. I'm in the camp that thinks it's not as hard as people think it is, so I think that it'll happen eventually. Whether that means, you know, a year or 5 years, I don't know. But I do think that there's a good chance that is going to happen eventually. I don't think it's going to happen, like, in the next month or something, but I do think that it's going to happen. And we should keep asking for it to happen. Zazie745 with the $2 donation. Save your beard for charity and show him he could never raise as much for a good cause with his weak beard. Ooh, that's a good plan. I like that. I think that's a good way to go about it. Thank you so much for the donation. So let's talk about this deck. We are trying Jeskai God-Pharaoh's Gift, our Perry 89. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for our new subscriber. So this deck, we're playing God-Pharaoh's Gift. If you don't remember God-Pharaoh's Gift, 7-mana artifact, beginning a combat on your turn, you get to exile a creature from your graveyard. You get a hasty 4/4 zombie token version of it. So what we were trying to do is get stuff in our graveyard, get down a God-Pharaoh's Gift, and that's when things get crazy. So as far as getting down God-Pharaoh's Gift, the easiest way to do it is get it into our graveyard and then refurbish it. Refurbish it just reanimates an artifact for 4 mana. So with the help of cards like Smuggler's Copter, which loots, Jace's Prodigy, which loots, Charted Course, draw 2, discard a card, Is it Charm, draw 2, discard 2, Champion of Wits, draw 2, discard 2, and then comes back Eternalize for even more. With all of these looting effects, in the early game, hopefully, we can get a God-Pharaoh's Gift in the graveyard, turn 4, get it back with Refurbished, and that's when the deck really goes to town. So what are we doing once we have God-Pharaoh's Gift? Number 1, we got 4 Agent of Treacheries. Just comes back as a 4/4, yoinks our opponent's best thing. Aurelia the War Leader, another really awesome piece of this deck. It comes back as a 4/4. When it attacks for the first time, you untap all your creatures and get another combat phase. That means we get another God-Pharaoh's Gift activation. So we can get back Aurelia, attack with all of our stuff, another combat, get back something else like Agent of Treachery, attack with all of our stuff. We also just have okay stuff like Champion of Wits draws us a bunch of cards when it comes back. Thraben Inspector, that's fine. Reflect Reflector Mage, more bouncing. The other really spicy card in this deck is Alicia, who smiles at death. Alicia, when Alicia attacks, you can pay 2 and get back a creature with power 2 or less from your graveyard, tapped and attacking. We have a lot of creatures that are power 2 or less. Championowitz, Jace, Thraben Inspector, but the best of the bunch is Agent of Treacheries. This is a way where we can potentially just loot away an Agent of Treachery, play Alicia, attack, reanimate Agent of Treachery like odd turn 3. So we got this sweet like Alicia reanimation thrown into the deck as well. It can actually get back anything in our deck outside of the Aurelias. So that's the plan of the deck, grinding out the graveyard value. The one thing I'm a little nervous about is we don't really have a way to answer graveyard hate. I guess we got a couple of detention spheres. I'm a little worried that that's not a ton, though. Sideboard-wise, a bunch of stuff for aggro with removal. Dovin's Veto for control. Is it Staticaster for small creatures? Detention sphere is our way to get rid of graveyard hate. Liar again for aggro. So we have lots of stuff for aggro, not as much for control archetypes. We'll see how that goes. I'm a little concerned that control is going to be on the rise. No extra combat creature. We have Aurelia as our extra combat creature. So that's our main extra combat creature. You could play Combat Celebrant. I think Aurelia's probably better, most likely, hopefully. Does Narset scare you? Narset doesn't scare me too much, unless there's also a wheel involved. But Graveyard Hate scares me, so not 100% sold on the sideboard, but I think it's hopefully close enough to try it. You can Aurelia into Celebrant. That's true. The problem with Combat Celebrant is it's just not a very good card on its own. Like, it's just, it's not a super good card outside of, like, combos. So, I don't know. I guess it could be worth including. I think if we have an Aurelia and we get an extra combat step and we get back like Agent of Treachery, that's probably going to be enough to do it on its own. How come no Angel of Invention? Basically, we just have better options now because we are in Pioneer, not Standard. We get Agent of Treacheries and we get Aurelia War Leaders and we get all these big upgrades, Alicias that we just didn't have in Standard. So let's try it like this and see how it goes. If we have issues, we can kind of use our experience. Update, and keep going like we have been doing. Will Soulflare get banned in Pioneer? I think that is very unlikely. I would be surprised. Walking Ballista, that's another. There's a lot of options. There's a lot of options. Maybe we should be playing some of that stuff. I'm actually not sure. Do you think that God-Pharaoh's Gift combo deck could work with Marionette Master Metalwork combo? Potentially. I think the question is, getting everything squeezed in is the hard part. That is a challenging part. Thankfully, Grafdigger's Cage doesn't hurt us. But rest in peace, Leyline of the Void. Those are bad. Those are the hard ones. Needs Merchant of the Veil. You need 1 mana discard. Ooh, could use some 1 mana discard with this hand. All right, we can't keep that. 1 land. All right, this hand is actually pretty good. We got the God-Pharaoh's Gift. We have ways to loot. I think we just put... Yeah, let's put Reflector Mage to the bottom for now. So we get turn 1, Thraben Inspector, turn 2, Looter Scooter or Charted Course. Getting set up for God-Pharaoh's Gift. Seems fine. Yeah, there's a ton of ways we can build this deck. I still want to play like Sultai at some point because that seems super, super sweet to me. I think between Treasure Cruises and Dig Through Time, they're going to say goodbye next week. Those cards enable a lot of unfair stuff. Those would be the next 2 cards at this point on my... Yes, Alicia would get shut down, right? But I don't think, because of how God-Pharaoh's Gift is worded with the exiling and making a token, I don't think it actually shuts down God-Pharaoh's Gift. It does shut down Alicia, though. Neonate probably better than Inspector. I don't know. I think one of the challenges of the deck is functioning through Graveyard Hate after sideboarding. And I think that Inspector is better... Oh boy, are we getting O-code right off the bat? Alright, let's just Looter Scooter. Play Looter Scooter, pass the turn. All right, we're off to an okay start. What are your thoughts on Oath getting banned? I think it's fine. I mean, Oath, it caught me by surprise a little bit, but I don't mind 2 pieces of Green Devotion getting banned, because I think that deck was actually problematic for the format, and I don't really want to see it. Like, the Invitational's coming up in 2 weeks. That's going to be the most prestigious tournament we've had for the format to date. So I would really like to see that be a... Ooh, Alicia. I would really like to see that be a pretty sweet tournament. So I think Green Devotion would have probably really ruined the tournament if it had not been banned. So I think I'm okay with them both getting banned. Also, it's pretty awkward for green to have a ponder when blue doesn't. Why does green get the best cantrips these days? We will discard a Agent of Treachery. We will play a Inspiring Vantage. We'll pass the turn. We might regret not discarding God-Pharaoh's Gift if we draw Refurbish, but I think personally I would have been fine with Felidar Sang and Saheeli getting banned, but I think Wizards' justification that sooner or later Felidar Guardian was going to get broken again, I think that is a reasonable explanation. Like, Pioneers are going to be around for a long time. We're looking at years here, 5 years, 10 years, whatever, before we get Pioneer 2 or whatever they name it. It's going to be around for a while, though, presumably. And in that amount of time, the chances of something coming and breaking the Felidar Guardian are actually reasonably high. So I think that does make sense to get rid of it. Grimflayer. All right, deck. All right, give us some love. We don't really want this growing. Opponent passes. All right, crack the clue draw card. Hallowed Fountain, untapped. Chart a course. One, two, three, four, five. All right, discard God-Pharaoh's Gift. Pass the turn. I mean, eventually we're going to get to the point where we can just hardcast Agent of Treachery. That's a thing. Do you think the best deck to grind the challenge next weekend is? Oh boy, it's really hard to say right now, honestly. It's very hard to say just with the bannings. So I don't know what the best deck is now. Hopefully we learn more tonight as we play our leagues. So Rob Demir Mastermind for the 26th month. I'm having an awesome... We're playing Pioneer. Of course I'm having an awesome Tuesday. Welcome back to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big soups here for our new subscriber. Cat combo definitely... Too strong for Modern, 55% win rate, but remember, only had 38% win rate against Green Devotion. Cats crush so many decks. Yeah, I think that I'm very fine with the bannings. Was hoping for Madomia, the ageless God-Pharaoh's Gift version. Keurig, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big soups cheer for our new subscriber. So I think the problem with Madomia is it's basically the same as Aurelia, but probably worse. Because, well, I guess it's basically the same as Aurelia. Probably worse because Aurelia is more powerful when you just hardcast it. But I think that is the issue, basically. Another God-Pharaoh's Gift. Well, all right. Let's reflect. Reflector Mage. Bounce you. Spire Bluff. Ugh. Refurbish! We need a refurbish. We need it so bad. I wonder if this deck could have Dig Through Time or Treasure Cruise. Like, that seems possible that we could have one of those. Like, that seems like a thing that this deck could do. Look at how much we're filling our graveyard. Like, just a copy or two. Played against Oko today in one MC Here I Come. Oh, the MC this weekend. I don't think I've missed a Pro Tour in... Oh my god. I definitely haven't missed a Pro Tour since I started doing content in like 2013. And I think I'm pretty sure I haven't missed a Pro Tour for a reasonable amount of time before that as well. Like maybe close to a deck. Oh! All right, no counter. Opponent's got one unknown in hand. Refurbish. Targeting. God-Pharaoh's Gift. Come on. Come on. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Go to combat. We will reanimate a Agent of Treachery. I think we will yoink this Liliana. Come to us, Liliana. Yes. We will attack. We will attack. Get in those damages. Oh, there we go. There we go. There we go. Do I have any pets? I don't right now, unfortunately. I have had dogs growing up, but right now the place I live at doesn't want pets. So I'm hopeful. I'm hopeful that I'm going to be moving soon, and then I will definitely be getting a dog. Not really a huge cat fan. I mean, I don't dislike cats, but all right, we get to kill the goose. I don't dislike cats, but I'm definitely more of a dog person than a cat person. All right, good start. Let me see reel. The games in Standard are skill intensive. That is true. They're skill intensive in the way that like Callblade Standard was one of the most skill intensive formats. They are I guess it's dependent. Like on one hand, sometimes they feel very skill intensive. On the other hand, sometimes it feels like the skill is who draws Nissa first. But Grixis Demonic Pact. Ew, are we cat packing? We are. That looks sweet. Is there what is a backup plan for getting rid of Harmless Pack? I guess Dark Petition just tutors up answers. I like it. That looks super fun. Del Torbs, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Okay. Sure. That's a hostage taker. Well, we're doing the reverse Reno here. Tick up. Play Sulfur Falls. Go attacking. So opponent's going to try to win with our God-Pharaoh's Gift, and we're going to try to win with their Liliana Ultimate. Oh, I don't think I missed, Del Roas. Welcome to the Fishbowl for the 37th month. You keep being awesome as well, and keep resubbing. Thank you for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. I don't think I missed a Pro Tour in almost a decade, let's say. Like, close to 10 years, I've seen every single Pro Tour. And I honestly don't know if I'm going to watch this weekend. I'll probably watch some. But this is the first time that I've kind of been like, I mean, I'm going to do a wrap-up article for Sunday, so I have to watch it to some extent, but just with the standard format, I'm honestly more interested in Limited. And Limited is a part of a Pro Tour that I usually just skip. Count Joiq and Blasty for the 4th and 5th months. Welcome you both back to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscriptions. Big super cheer for you. We are getting Theros Beyond Death in January. So, little over 2 months. 2 months from now, we should be in, oh god. Alright. Emblem you. Untap land, Agent of Treachery. Play it. Hostage taker. Yoink. And then we can get back our God-Pharaoh's Gift, I think. Can we cast it? Hopefully. Oh, yeah. Get it with Agent. Pass the turn. What a dominant performance from the Yoinkers. I mean, we'll see what the metagame looks like. I mean, I'm definitely thinking it's going to be like 60% Oko, 70% Oko. So I think it might be, just Pro Tour-wise, I think it might be the least diverse Pro Tour that we have ever had. Did opponent just try to push our agent? A surprising number of people do that, honestly. Yes. The token, it's a little weird, but the token has the converted mana cost of the creature. Man, our opponent is, I would have assumed they were shame scooping, but they're fighting a good fight. They do get to exile stuff. But how do you beat a we're at 10. How do you beat a Liliana emblem? We're just zombieing for days. God-Pharaoh's Gift is sweet. We stole our opponent's Liliana, ultimated our opponent's Liliana, beat him down with it. That's exactly what happened this game. Opponent. Royal Scions could be good in this deck. Go to combat. What? We just win, right? Wait, opponent can go to 8. Block 2. Okay. Yeah, this is lethal. We should have probably cast God-Pharaoh's Gift. Oh. Yeah, this is fine. We don't have anything to get back from God-Pharaoh's Gift anyway. So our opponent can block, sack the food to stay alive. Go to 1-ish? Yeah, I guess if it dies, we get it for free anyway. Oko. Yeah, okay, opponent scoops it up. Done fighting the good fight, and that was pretty good for our deck. That was a pretty strong performance. Made a deck with Amplifier and Eyes Elsewhere. Ooh, that is a spicy combo. Do you have a list, Bennymon? All right, 1 down. That was a good start. What do we want to fight against this deck is the question. Thought Seizes. Thought Seizes, removal. Leyline is a possibility. Detention Sphere gets rid of Graveyard Hate, but it also dies to Assassin's Trophy effects. I don't know what we want to sideboard here. Eternalized tokens don't have mana costs, I believe. God-Pharaoh's Gift and Scarab God are weird. Beginning of combat on your turn. Exile a creature from your graveyard. If you do, create a token that's a copy of it. I think it's because it's a copy. A copy maintains a converted mana cost. If it said, create a 4/4 black zombie token with its abilities, or I don't know how you would word it that way, but yes. It does maintain the mana cost. So we can bring in Rose, we can bring in a Braid. We can go down Alicia, maybe? Maybe we trim Alicia. There's so much graveyard hate that with the scavenging oozes that we probably should get rid of it. We have a new donation. Try to minimize our reliance on the graveyard a little bit. Arak with the $3 donation. Hey Seth, how do you feel about Jace Frid's Prodigy? I feel like it's overrepresented a Pioneer at the moment, especially in non-graveyard decks. I think Jace Frid's Prodigy, in Standard, it was a very powerful card. Thank you so much for the donation, by the way. It was probably the best card in its Standard for a pretty long period of time. So I think it makes sense that a lot of people are playing it. Maybe we got to bring in these. Yeah, let's go down Thrabes. Go up the Detention Spheres. Let's try it like that. Try it like that. Hope for the best. So it makes sense that people are playing it a lot because it was so broken in Standard. Are they overplaying it? Maybe. We'll see. Okay. Well, there's Leyline. Happy fun times. Overgrown Tomb tapped. Well, that's not a card we wanted to see. Spire Bluff, go. We have our... Okay, well, this is one of the things we were afraid of. I've heard you on the podcast talking about wanting to play an Ugin Mystic Forge deck. That's what I'm currently playing Pioneer. Would love to get a Seth take on it, and any recommendations would be great. I would love to take a look at your list. Opponent. Getting in. I made an Assemble the Legion Persistent Petitioners. Wait. Persistent Petitioners deck? That sounds very interesting. Well, let's chart a course. Discard a refurbish, I guess. Now we're getting hit by Grimflayer. I don't really like exactly where we're at right now. Did you watch the YouTube video where the guy makes a computer program using magic cards? I did. A friend and I did the math. I think we might try to force MTGO to run the program and see if it will work. The hypergeometric calculator says it should work 1 in 250 draws. Interesting. I was thinking it would be like in the millions. How many specific cards do you need in the opening hand? Hey, what's up, Big Nips and Magic Tips? How are you this fine evening? Sexy Viking. I'm doing well. We're playing Pioneer, so of course we're doing well. I love Pioneer. Have you ever given some tough criticism on someone's deck? Sometimes. I try to generally be encouraging and positive when people email me, especially since most of the time I don't. It's not like I have an hour to sit down and go over every deck that's emailed, so I tend to default to being encouraging. What did our opponent get? Another Grim Flayer. So I tend to default to being encouraging. But I do occasionally give harsh criticism. Ugin's Foundry. Ooh, that's got a lot of planeswalkers. That looks sweet. Ugin playing Ugin and card. That looks like a little Tronish, I will say. Opponent. Watery Grave tapped. Alright, well, Spire Bluff Canal. A Detention Sphere. Get rid of this ley line, but we're still getting beaten down by Grim Flayers. Ley line down for the moment. Ugh, I feel like we still need more ways to deal with ley lines, honestly. Oh, 6 specific cards. That is asking for a lot. My favorite Goldfish criticism of all time is the hesitant, not good from a Spikes perspective. I mean, some people, I try to qualify things like that because some people aren't building their decks to win a GP. They're building it to like have fun on their kitchen table or whatever. So I try to qualify it that way sometimes. You need 6, 2 Lotus Petals, 1 Ancient Tomb, 1 Grim Monolith, 1 Staff of Domination, 1 Gemstone Array. Okay. And your other card can be anything? Man, they're going to town with these flayers. God-Pharaoh's Gift. Well, actually, I think we should play the land. Play the land. Oh, we're in trouble. Those are just some big ol' boys. Discard God-Pharaoh's Gift, Champion of Wits. Pass the turn, but I think it might just be too late here. That ley line really slowed us down. The setup only needs 7 cards to do it on turn 1. You could play a deck with less air. It's totally doable. I think I would have to run it through the calculator. I remember calculating for a combo that required 7. You needed 7 specific cards in hand, and then although one of them was like 4 copies of Chancellor of the Draws, I think, so you need to draw all 4 of one card. And I think that was 1 in 2.3 million, if I remember right, and did the math right. But it was some like absurdly high number. Why not block? We could get more value blocking next turn if we draw into like a Braid or a Magma Spray. Like what we want to do is refurbish God-Pharaoh's Gift, Champion of Wits, draw a bunch of cards, and then hopefully maybe hit a removal spell so we can block, kill both Grim Flayers. That's our hope at least. There's a lot of ways this goes wrong. Ugh, man, our opponent's filling their graveyard very impressively. They've gotten pretty deep in their deck. Do you watch videos about Magic being a Turing complete game? I did watch that video. That was one of the more interesting Magic videos I've seen in a long time. Opponent. Leyline of the Void returns. Alright. Well. Port Town. Reveal Hallowed Fountain. Refurbish. God-Pharaoh's Gift. Go to combat. Reanimate. Champion of Wits. Draw some cards. Yes, please. Discard. And, oh man, none of this does anything. Discard. Pass the turn. Ooh, yeah, I think we're dead. We just got Grim Flayer this game. Hey Seth, been a fan for a while, and I've been playing one of your Pioneer Monicon, or playing your Pioneer Monicon deck, and loving it. Thoughts on adding Glass Casket as it triggers twice? Ew. I think that could be a good sideboard option. It'll depend on the meta. Maybe it's even in the main deck consideration. The only risky part is people probably bring in. It was by a non-magic channel, like a science channel. Opponent kills it, trample, death. Okay. Well, this was one of our concerns, is that it didn't feel like we had enough stuff to deal with graveyard hate, and we just kind of got very much graveyard hated. Okay, what else can we do? Opponents, probably going to mulligan into Leyline. Can we play a fair game? Can we, like, sideboard out the combo? Hey, Seth, what do you think about Dynavolt Tower? Too slow, or is Aetherworks strictly better? I think Dynavolt Tower could work in some sort of control shell. I think Aetherworks, I think it would be two very different decks. I think there's a chance, though, that Dynavolt Tower could be pretty playable, pretty reasonable. Huh. Yeah, we don't have that many ways to deal with Leyline. Sadly. Without Leyline, our deck, without being able to God-Pharaoh's Gift, our deck looks pretty silly. Maybe go 2 Magma Sprays. Go down maybe 1 Aurelia and... 1 Aurelia and a Chardic Course? Try it like that? Ugh, I don't know about this. What site has a good search so I can look for exactly what I'm trying to build in a deck? When the list is done, what's the best way to show you? Scryfall is really good as far as searching for cards. Scryfall's, I think, the best site for that at this point. And then you can just email me, sarfatolive@mtggoldfish.com. That's the easiest way to just send me a deck list. All right, well, no Leyline is good news. Hey, thank you, Basic Lands. Yeah, I saw the email before the stream fired up, but I haven't gotten a chance to read it yet. But thank you for the link. Oh, let me see, Rise King. All right, so Leyline dodged. I like that. Temur Tower. I mean, that looks like it could work. Dynavolt Tower is especially good if it can kill a lot of creatures. Opponent, tap land. All right, well, jace him up. Port Town, Steam Vents. Run out a Jace Vryn's Protege. All right. Good, clean, fair magic. Pass the turn. When a tribal deck coming back, Seth? We just played Zombie-Zod Budget Magic last night. I mean, obviously, I'd love it if you use Goldfish, but if you send me a link to some other place, I will still most certainly look at your deck. Ooh, Magma Spray's not bad. All right, Inspiring Vantage, Champion. Do some looting. Yes, please. Discard. Agent of Treachery. Steam Vents. Pass the turn. What did our opponent keep? Just a handful of removal spells? Grapple with the past. Gets a Grim Flayer. Helix for the 3rd month. Hey Seth, I always ask you to play an energy deck in Modern, but now with Pioneer, do you think there's a chance you can finally play it? Ooh, I think there will definitely be energy decks. Do you have a specific kind of energy deck you're hoping for? Welcome back to the Fishbowl, by the way. Thank you so much for your subscription. Good luck with your studying, Pabst. Big soup cheer for our new subscriber. We're in our first round. We need to be in stream mode, though, and we're not. There we go. I think that Pummeler could be a good budget deck. That's something I've been working on for a future budget Magic. Thank goodness that Wizards announced Pioneer when they did. Like, I do not know what would be playing for budget Magic over the last few weeks if they did not announce Pioneer. But yeah, I've been working on a Pioneer Pummeler deck, which I think could be pretty good. I saw, oh no, Corey was playing one, I think, on SCG Versus, an energy pummeler deck. I don't know. I think he was playing Become Immense. I'm a big believer in Gore Clan Rampager, since it's a good pump spell and it's a fine creature. Clintus Dog, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big soups here for our new subscriber. Yeah, did you email me your Iron Craig Ugin deck? I remember seeing that, or maybe you showed me on stream, but yes, I do remember. Wow, okay. Throws away a Ballista. Traverse. What is our opponent doing? Gets an Ooze. Plays a Grim Flayer. Okay. Well, we get to loot with Jace. Oh, Reflector Mage is fine. Reflector Mage is pretty good. Loot with Jace. Discard. Hallowed Fountain. Untap. 1, 2, 3. Play. Oh no. Oh, I kept the wrong land, didn't I? I did. Well, 1, 2. Definitely kept the wrong land. Well, loot with Jace. Oh, I was thinking this came into play untapped, but we got Port Town. Always Port Town. That's unfortunate. Ugh. That's why I hate these lands. What did you think of the Against Odds tournament bracket? I emailed you. I looked it over briefly, Davey. I gotta look at it more. I do like the idea of it, though. It's not Port Town. Did I say Port Town? Is town even a word? Yeah, we want to leave up removal here. This really changes. Huh. Alright, well, Chart of Course. We want to leave up removal to kill this Ooze, but I guess we'll have to settle for Reflector Mage, Bounce Grim Flayer, play Glacial Fortress, go attacking. Hopefully this is still fine-ish, or close enough to fine. Definitely not ideal, though. We would have definitely paid 2 life for that. Town is just a made-up word like Araska. These magic words. I mean, can you really expect me to pronounce magic words like town correctly? Emma Palazzo, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big soup cheer for our new subscriber, Opponent. Going oozing. Cruising for an oozing. Sure, opponent. Passes. Alright, 1, 2. Man, our lands are still coming into play tap. 1, 2, 3. Champion of Wits. Draw discard. Opponent has a lot of graveyard hate. Good golly. Did you see Nerd Rage had Pioneer instead of Standard last week? Yes, I spent most of my Saturday watching it. Super sweet. SCG Invitational in a couple weeks will as well. Alright. Discard 2 lands. Go to combat. Attack, attack. If opponent blocks, that's great, because then we get to Magma Spray Ooze. I feel like we're kind of in good shape. What a disappointment playing Jeskai over Sultai. There's time for Sultai still. Jeskai has some really sweet pieces, though. We will definitely Sultai in the future, though. Hey, Seth, this isn't spicy, but here's a Jund energy list my buddy came up with. Ooh, yes. I would love to take a look. Opponent. No blocks. Down to 15. Well, Jace. Flip. Discard Jace. Take up on Ooze. Eats the Jace. Sure. Alright, pass the turn, pass the turn. This Ooze is a problem, though. A problemerino. Although we do get to hopefully Reflector Mage it, which would help. Jund looks sweet. A lot of good creatures in removal. I like it. I love this deck in Standard. How's it performing in Pioneer? Well, we're still in our very first match, but it's felt pretty good, despite getting kind of wrecked by Graveyard Hate. Opponent has a ton of Leylines and Oozes. They have so much Graveyard Hate. Opponent cracks Fabled Passage. Gets an island. Plays something huge. Ballista again? Ballista X2. Goes to combat. No attacks. Okay, we untap. We play Reflector Mage. Reflector Mage has been key here. Have not tried really any control decks in Pioneer yet. I think, what do you think about control decks on stream? We hardly ever play them. Is that something that you would enjoy? I enjoy playing control, but I shy away from playing it a lot of time because I feel like other people don't like watching them. Alright, it's a champion. Ooze gets bounced. Now we go to combat. Attack, attack. We are playing the fairest our deck can play at the moment, but it's kind of working. Opponent down to 13. Take up Jace on Ballista. Boo, Lista. Pass the turn. Control Seth. Yes, nope. As long as Goldfish Crew is playing it, I don't care. Esper control, it requires a lot of a streamer to exploit all the lines. That's also true. Maybe make spicy control. Ugh. Control is one of the hardest archetypes to make spicy. I guess you can play like a spicy finisher, maybe. Wondering if Charming Prince would be better than Thraben Inspector. Maybe. Uh-oh. Liliana. Okay. Sure. Certainly. We would like to hit our land drops at some point. Ticks up. Okay. Grim Flayer. Opponent passes. Ooh, a braid. Interesting. So I think what we do here is Magma Spray Grimflayer. Jace flashback magma spray on Grimflayer. Go to combat. Everything at Liliana. Well, everything with power at Liliana. Opponent blocks and pings. Gotta keep the Liliana around. Yep. Sure. But now the ooze comes. Well, let's Smuggler's Copter. Pass the turn. Crabtree J, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big soups here for our new subscriber. Happily Ever After could be fun, like, against the odds episode, I think, for Pioneer. Opponent runs out the ooze. Yup. It's champion. Ugh, this ooze is so obnoxious. This matchup has been tough. It has been tough. Our opponent just has so many graveyard hate spells. Remember when Lilianas were the best 3-mana walker? My memories of that time were turned into elks. Basically, that is exactly what has happened. Opponent takes down Liliana, gets back a Ballista. Overgrowth Tomb. Untapped. Or tapped. Opponent. Passing. Well, we untap. God-Pharaoh's Gift. Well, crew up Smuggler's Copter. Go to combat. Attack Liliana. Attack our opponent. Loot. Discard God-Pharaoh's Gift. Opponent blocks. Okay, that's fine. So now we get to Abradus. Opponent eats stuff. Are they going to eat their Ballista, is the question. Wow, this game has been super close. I mean, if we do it now, it forces our opponent to eat their Ballista and go to 3 card types if they want to kill our Reflector Mage. All right. So Reflector Mage lives. Ooze dies. Liliana dies. We get to Jace Part 2. I mean, maybe we could just win this fairly. That is not how this deck is normally going to win, but pass the turn. I'm a little worried about getting Emerald. That is the scariest thing that could happen here. I want to see a Monument deck taken to their logic, or want to see a Monument deck taken to its logical extreme. I would love to. I like Monument decks. Opponent, are we getting Emerald? Maybe? No. We're getting our hostage taken. Opponent's going to yoink our Smuggler's Copter. And cast our Smuggler's Copter. Alright. And Death Right. Oh my god, the graveyard hate! I have never seen more graveyard hate in my whole entire life. Well, Jace. How do we want to do this? How do we do this? Wow, that is monumental. That guy from Canada. You got all the monuments going on. I don't think I've ever seen 4 different monuments in the same deck. That is the logical extreme. Would you mind explaining your deck for someone who just turned in? Excellent content, by the way. I've been watching you on YouTube for a long time. Well, Neo Dragon. this isn't the best example, but we're trying to fill our graveyard, get God-Pharaoh's Gift in our graveyard, which lets us essentially reanimate things each turn for free, and then kill our opponent with like Agent of Treacheries, Aurelias, and the like. Alright, so Jace. Flashback a Braid. Kill Smuggler's Copter. Play a land. Pass the turn. Ugh, Emrakul. Emrakul's the problem. Emrakul's the problem. Why are we not reanimating huge Eldrazi? Yeah, there's a couple reasons. Probably the biggest is Eldrazi are not actually legal in Pioneer. I mean, I guess some of the new Eldrazi are. New Jedi, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much. We're really getting Emrakul, aren't we? Oh, it's Ballista. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big soup cheer for our new subscriber, Ballista X3. Breeding Pool. Put it on a one card in hand. Combat. No attacks. We untap. Well, take up Jace on Ballista. Play a land. Pass the turn. This is not a great setup for us. Podit. Liliana returns. We need an Agent of Treachery. We need an agent. We need an agent. We're getting close. Podit. Ugh. Our best hope here might actually be our opponent running out of time. They've played very slowly, and they do not have that much time left. Last card. Their own Jace. Opponent. Passing. Well, Lua Jace. Discard Refurbish. Keep the bigger Jace. Untap. Champion of Wits. Draw discard. Man, they just have so much graveyard. None of it really matters because of this Deathrite Shaman. Like, they just have so much graveyard hate in this deck that it's really locking down. It's really locking down our plan very effectively. Tick up on. It doesn't really matter. Ballista, I guess. Pass the turn. Ugh. They can't Deathrite all three. Deathrite all three of what? Yeah, but God-Pharaoh's Gift doesn't do anything without us having creatures to reanimate. Like, sure, we have a God-Pharaoh's Gift, but it just doesn't do anything. This Ballista is the issue. This Ballista is going to eventually just take over this game. Wow. There is the game-winning draw. God-Pharaoh's Gift does a target. We just have no creatures in our graveyard. So there's nothing to get it back. Oh yeah, this is gonna be game. unfortunately. Kills Champion of Wits, gets to eat it. Ugh! Ugh! Brutal. Brutality. Opponent passes. Gets to play our turn. Well, Aurelia's interesting. Would be especially interesting if there wasn't an Emrakul and a Walking Ballista and all kinds of horrible things. Opponent takes down Jace for Refurbish. Doesn't cast it. Still has Deathrite Shaman mana available. Gonna attack, eat our team. Emrakul's a busted creature. It is the Promised End. Oh, this was painful. This was super... Boy, the Emrakul off the top, eh? Esper Processor Blink. Ew. That looks spicy. Looks like a modern S deck. Wow. Not going to kill both Reflector Mages. Interesting choice. Okay, blocks with Emrakul. Opponent passes. We draw a wonderful tap land, which is not actually wonderful. That's actually very bad. Well, play Aurelia. Inspiring Vantage. Jace for Refurbish doesn't work because there is... I guess we could have... yeah, I guess we could have. There is... Our opponent doesn't have the black mana for Deathrite. Yeah. They can exile the creature, though. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe we should have went that direction. The Deathrite Shaman is still the issue, where we don't get to get back our creatures. Like, that's the overwhelming issue with all of this, is opponent just has a million things to exile creatures from our graveyard. Opponent gets in with Ballista, gets in with Hostage Taker, gets in with Emrakul. Well, we're going to double block Ballista. Take 1,000,000. Huh. Our opponent is playing this very strangely. Okay. Pings, pings, pings. Oh, do we just die to 11, 12, 13? 1, 2, 3. Oh yeah, we're dead. This is lethal. Liliana, get back. Man, our opponent's gonna win with 1 second on the clock. Ugh. Yeah, it's okay. Let me see what's happening. Wow. Ugh. Okay. Well, on to the next one. I don't think that's a super good example of the deck because that's probably the most graveyard hate you could possibly have in a Pioneer deck. I'm wondering if putting the Mortal Sun in might not be a spicy inclusion. We have our own Planeswalkers, which makes it a little bit awkward. If you have 2 creatures, you can reanimate 1. That is true. But I don't think that really saves us in that scenario. Like, just the... We should have abraded the Deathrite Shaman instead of the Copter. Was the Deathrite Shaman on the battlefield when we killed Copter? It might have been. I know the Deathrite... Yes, I do know that God-Pharaoh's Gift doesn't target. But if there's no creatures in the graveyard, there's no targets. So it still doesn't actually do anything if there are no creatures in the graveyard. 4 is 4 our opponent. Hardened Scales. Alright, well. Tap land and go. Yeah, Emrakul's definitely busted when it gets going. No, Copter's not a creature, unfortunately. So it doesn't actually allow us to refurbish his suite. This might be a hand that we actually get to kind of go off. We'll see. Chart, of course. Discard Agent of Treachery. All right, no God-Pharaoh's Gift yet, but we have our Alicia backup plan. Alicia is incoming. Opponent. Oh, what do they have? I feel like we just ran into a ton of graveyard hate in that match. I feel like that's the biggest moral of the story, is we just happen to run into a deck that just incidentally is playing like a million main deck graveyard hate spells, which is not where we want to be. Thoughts on Graveyard Hate and Pioneers? Leyline playable if you have access to Rest in Peace and Ashiok. Yeah, Leyline's still very good. Opponent, what you got, what you got? Please not. Okay, Stone Coil. At least it's not a Walking Ballista. And alright, those are some big old Stone Coil Serpents. Opponent gets in. Sure. Well, we get to untap. This is interesting. Hallowed Fountain, untap. Go to combat. Alicia's going to do things. Alicia, attack. Yes. I think we would like a Agent of Treachery. Yes, Alicia. What do we steal? What do we steal? And let's take Stone Coil. Take Stone Coil. Yoink. Opponent. No blocks. Alright. And Copter. Go. Okay. I like where we're at. That was good. That was a super good Alicia. Opponent draws a land. Rishkar. Little does our opponent know, though, we're yoinking again. The yoink will continue. Yes, our opponent's creatures are huge in trampling, which is bad. Man, are we just going to die to... Ugh. Crewcopter. Wow. We might just be dead anyway, honestly. Opponent top deck those lands. God-Pharaoh's Gift. Ugh. All right, how can we get out of this? How can we get out of this? How can we get out of this? There's got to be a way. What about throwing Resurrection in the sideboard? I think the issue is, I don't know if more reanimation is what we need. I think having a better plan to beat Graveyard Hate rather than being more reliant on the graveyard, I think is probably the most important plan. Yeah, I did watch the computer video. It was definitely a super cool idea. I don't, like, the concept was super sweet. As far as actually winning with the deck, I don't know how practical it is, but... So we discard Agent of Treachery. We untap. We draw Glacial Fortress. So we... Go to combat. Attack with Alicia. Get back Agent of Treachery. Steal... I guess it's got to be Pelt Collector, right? Steal Pelt Collector. Opponent takes it. A Johnny Ravine for the 6th month. Can we get some Enchantress for Pioneer? I need some new wake in my life. Welcome back to the Fishbowl. Yeah, Enchantress is something else that is on my short list of decks I'm looking forward to playing. So I think we'll play it pretty soon. What do we do? What do we do? What do we do? Yeah, the question is, like, surviving this immediate turn. If there's a Ballista, we're just dead. We can't do anything about that. I guess it's chump chump? Chump chump. We go to 1. We go to, like, 3? Yeah, Steam Vent's tapped. Pass the turn. Opponent untaps. What's the last card? Is it a Ballista? Come on. No Ballistas. No Ballistas. Hanger back. All right. That doesn't kill us, so that's okay. Doesn't kill us immediately, at least. Yeah, we're going to have to double block and charm Rishkar, I think. Opponent. Wow, no attacks. Interesting. Huh. Well, in that case, we gotta hope this Is It Charm gets us to something. Is It Charm. We can't win by attacking, right? We attack with everything. I think we gotta Is It Charm. So Is It Charm. Loot. Discard a couple God-Pharaoh's gifts. Untap. More lands. So awkward. Have you seen this deck list? It looks like this. Looks a little better with Cat Lady combo in the form. Without Cat Lady combo, let me see 3 colons. I got an against the odds idea. Inspired vehicles. Wait, what is inspired? The Bane of Saffron Olive. Oh, stopping my Panharmonicons. How dare you? That actually looks fun, though. Maybe the Pioneer is the clickbait Hushbringer format. Hey, what's up, Rory? How are you? Well, if we Alpha Strike, opponent blocks. Yeah, Alpha Strike doesn't get us there, right? And then we die in the backswing. They can block here. They get 3 1/1s. No, Pel Collector has Trample. Lifelink would be sweet. So if we attack with everything, opponent can block, 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 get 1/1s. Yeah, we talked about the Pioneer bans at the beginning of the stream a little bit. I think this is awkward, but I think we refurbish Smuggler's Copter. And play a Hollowed Fountain. And pass the turn. No Ballistas. No Ballistas. About it. Lattimore Waste. Last card. Winding Constrictor. Okay, that doesn't just beat us. Oh, this has gotten really crazy. This game has gotten crazy. Opponent. Passing. I mean, we get to start getting in the air. Opponent attack. Oh my goodness. Wow, okay. I don't think I miss. Okay, yes. We will block with Agent of Treachery. Huh, yes we will. We definitely will. Thank you, opponent. Hey, what's up, Naz? How are you? We draw another land, but we get to refurbish God-Pharaoh's Gift. Oh, that was a interesting attack for our opponent. We will play Steam Vents, tapped. Go to combat. Crew. Alicia. With Alicia. Get back Agent of Treachery. And opponent scoops it up? Opponent scoops it up? They gave that one away. Have you looked at the math for Once Upon a Time? 99.9995 to hit a land or a creature, and the remaining 53 cards, 20 land, 20 creature, not unreasonable. Seems a little too consistent, and that's at least one. It's 99 that you get 2 or greater, meaning you had 8 cards and mulligan to 7 functionally. Yeah, I mean, you do hit with it. I've seen someone whiff once, I think. That was a interesting attack. I'm surprised our opponent... If they attacked, you could have just chumped the agent, remanded me to 1 turn earlier. Yeah, that was a weird attack from our opponent. I don't really understand what that attack was trying to do. Well, now we get a Braid, number 1. Detention Spheres, number 2. Staticasters seem reasonable, number 3. Are we going to have to deal with Graveyard Hate again? How much Graveyard Hate is in this? How much Graveyard Hate is in this format? Go down the Raven Inspectors. That Pithy Needle Veto. Magma Spray seem like they could also be good. Or Lyra. Maybe we take out the Aurelias. Maybe we don't need the Aurelia combo-ness. Go down Aurelia. Reflector Mage is fine. Trim a Looter Scooter and Alicia. Magma Spray. Lyra. All right, try it like that. Try it like that. All right. Any more Tribal Pioneer decks you have in the works? Oh, so Tribal Pioneer decks, what do we have in the works? We played Zombies today. Elves is a Tribal Pioneer deck that I expect we'll play in the near future. I think Elves is pretty good in the format. So those are Hardened Scales. Those are kind of the 2 that I most had at the top of my mind. Spirits, I guess, we will also probably play at some point. What else? What other tribal decks would you really like to see? Pioneer Merfolk. I think Merfolk could work. I don't know how good they'd be. Zombies was sweet. It was like great. Man, Hardened Scales again. Opponent is very good at these double Hardened Scales draws. Followed up with it with a Pellet Collector. This looks so familiar. Red mana, untapped. Reflector Mage. Reflector Mage isn't bad. Let's run out a... What other tribal deck should we play? Oh, Goblins is a good one. Vampires. Zombies went really well with Grey Merchant. That was our budget magic. You can find it on the YouTubes. Just went up last night, actually. Dinosaurs. Yeah, I don't know about dinosaurs. What did dinosaurs... Ballista. I need Ballista. Oh, dear. That's a... Oh boy, that's ridiculous. Alright. Prodigy. Yeah. Opponent. Gets in for 4. Boy. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. A Hallowed Fountain untapped. Reflector Mage. Bounce that. With 2 Hardened Scales, our opponent's deck is insane. I mean... 2 of them especially is just nuts. Monks. Yeah, some Monastery Mentor action. Opponent. Passing. All right, we need red mana primarily. Opponent passes. Red mana, red mana, red mana, red mana. Ugh, Champion of Wits. All right, well, Champion of Wits. Loot. Discard the God-Pharaoh's gifts. Inspiring Vantage. The problem is if they ever get a counter this Walking Ballista, or ever get a land this, this Walking Ballista just takes over the game. Leyline of the Void. That's fortunate. Wow. Okay, that actually gives us hope. If our opponent just put counters on Ballista, I think we're dead. On the other hand, now we get to maybe win. I mean, that's still bad for us, but... Are there changelings in Pioneer? I don't believe there are any changelings in Pioneer. I think we actually just do this now and end the threat. Staticaster. Ping you. That Ballista was going to get so out of control. Bullet, very much dodge. Pings our face down to 13. We pass the turn. Pal Collector's incoming, but we can find a way to deal with that. We're alive. We're alive somehow. Phone it. Hardened Scales. Yeah, there's some choose a creature type like Metallic Mimic. So I guess there kind of are. 3 Hardened Scales and... Oh no, another Ballista. Hanger back. That's so many. That's a 6/6. Good God. Good God. Opponent passes. Well, that's Champion of Wits. Draw some cards. Discard some cards. Oh, and we whiff on lands? We will discard Is It Charm and... Is It Charm and Jace? Pass the turn! 3 Hardened Scales. Opponent, combat. Attacks. Well, we are going to put, sadly, our entire team in front of this Pal Collector. Yep, there goes our board. To kill a 1-drop. Opponent. Once upon a time. That's not good. Oh! That's good. It's a Blooming Marsh. Okay. Wow, that could have been a lot worse. Opponent passes. Smuggler's Copter. We really need a land. We need a land. Let's just... Champion of Wits. We need to get this Lyra out, I think, to have a chance. Discard Chart a Course. Discard Smuggler's Copter. Plains. Pass the turn. Jump block mode. We might be getting there. Maybe. Chart Reflector if we whiff on land scoop. We're in it. We're still in it. Although if our opponent ever hits... Oh, there's so many scary draws our opponent has with triple Hardened Scales that are just... Especially Walking Ballista is the most frightening of the bunch. Opponent gets in for 5. We will block with Champion. Stuff getting exiled because everyone's got Leyline of the Voids tonight. Opponent passes. We draw. Magma Spray. Would be good if there were not 3 Hardened Scales. Well, we will run out Lyra Dawnbringer. Seeker sideboard tech. Pass the turn. What do you got, opponent? No Ballistas, no Ballistas, no Ballistas, no Ballistas. Rishkar. It's absurd. It's absurd. Opponent goes to combat. Oh, good. Yeah, now that's game. I think our only realistic way to win is by getting down Lyra. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. So far, our opponent has just drawn a ridiculous number of In 2 games, I've drawn 5 hardened scales and like 20 cards. We might have to pull out the calculator for that. That is just a super high number. A ridiculously high number. Oh, and they have Leyline too? What is up with all these Leylines in Pioneer tonight? Is it New Perspectives a viable combo deck in Pioneer with Silence and Veil of Summer to shut off totally the counters? It might be. I think it's still, you got to get to 6+ mana if you're going to leave up protection, 7 mana. So it's a combo deck that's effective. Yeah, I feel like that's something we talked about before going into the league, that it felt like we might need better ways of answering graveyard hate. And so far we have really been running into graveyard hate like crazy. So we get to play first. It would be nice if our opponent just does not have multiple hardened scales for once. Leyline. Fair enough. Hallowed Fountain go. Merchant of the Veil. I don't think Merchant of the Veil helps with graveyard hate, though. Hardened scales? Of course. Sure. Glacial Fortress. Run out a Jace. What is it with all these hard scales? I don't think Angel of Invention is really, like, that great in Pioneer. Like, it's okay, but we have so many more options. That's not a bad draw. We have so many more options since we are playing in Pioneer. I'm not sure that Angel is the best of the bunch. When we have, like, Aurelias and Agent of Treacheries and all this stuff. It's your friend Scott I'm playing? Well, tell Scott, good game. Good scalesing. Boated. Stone Coil Serpent. Well, we need to kill Experiment 1 with Staticaster. Get it out of here. Alright, opponent gets a 3/3, that's fine. Tap land. Loot with Jace. Discard a Jace. Untap. Well. Detention Sphere. Get rid of Leyline. Loot with Jace. Discard Agent of Treachery. Glacial Fortress. Pass the turn. Okay. Okay, we're making headway. Hey, what's up, Brown Kid? How are you tonight? Stone Coil's actually been pretty legit in Pioneer, I think. Pote it. Ballista. Hangerback. It's a Ballista. What you doing with your Ballista? Gonna kill okay. If they kill Jace, we get to kill Ballista. Alright, that works. Sure, we get pinged. More Jaces will come. Potent gets in. It says a bag of spice could be, or a bag of holding could actually be interesting in this deck. That actually sounds pretty appealing with so much looting. But I guess that doesn't actually work because we need cards in our graveyard. Discard 1, 2, 3, 4. Discard and discard. Play Inspiring Vantage. Pass the turn. What do you think about this Boros Burn deck? Let me see, Brown Kid. That looks solid. Once upon a time. Opponent. What do they find? Whew, a land. Opponents has some bad once upon a times. Llanowar Waste. And, yeah, I think Boros Burn looks good. I haven't tried Abbot of Carol Keep. I've seen a couple people play it. But that looks pretty close to... more Stone Coils. That looks pretty close to what I would play for Burn. Opponent gets in. Passes. Well, let's Champion of Wits again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Discard refurbish. Discard reflector mage. Play a land. Detention sphere. Harden scales. Who passed the turn? We will see. Protection for multicolor. Surprisingly relevant. Potent. These snow coil servants are shutting down all of our interaction in a pretty annoying way. Yeah, it's been very impressive. Some matchups it doesn't really do anything, and then some matchups it's absurd. Rishkar. Alright, that's very good. Getting bigger. Opponent goes to combat. Attacks. Well, block and block, it's all we can do, and pray to the magic gods. We drop to 8. No, we drop to lower than 8. We drop to, it has trample too? Drop to 6. Okay, drop to 4. This is not good. This is not good. This is not good. This is not good, but get it back. Joey Cade, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big soups cheer for our new subscriber. Do some looting. Discard steam vents. Discard sulfur falls. Well, let's see if we remain alive. We got a chump block. Dead to many, many things, including just a removal spell. Opponent untaps. Agent salves things, sort of, for the time being, if we stay alive? That's the question. Opponent gets in. Well, got a chump. We drop to 3. Definitely in Boo Lista range. Tap land. Huh, okay, opponent passes. Well, okay. Agent of Treachery. Oh, the agent? Hard cast coming through? It is not multicolored, thank goodness. Yoink. You, thank God. Okay, pass the turn. We're alive. We're not dead yet. We're not dead yet, hard scales. Opponent. We're dead if they ever draw walkie. No, not Ballista. Boy. Yeah. I mean, what can you do? Oh, these have been 2 of the most heartbreaking losses I have experienced in a long time. I feel like we very well could be 2-0 right now. We're at 3 life and there's a Ballista at 3. I'm pretty sure that that ends with death. A reminder that our sponsor tonight is Card Kingdom. And if you need any magic cards, you can snag them over at cardkingdom.com. Even grab a saffron olive sticker if you mention how horrible Vince's beard is in your order notes. Yeah, we're just dead. We're at 3 and we get pigged by 3. Game 1, our opponent won with 10 seconds on their clock in a 3-game match with Sultai mid-range. And then that game, our opponent had 2 hardened scales on turn 2, 2 hardened scales on turn 2, and we won. And then the last game, we stabilized, and they top-decked Boo Lista. Instead of saving our amazing beard, you should dye it neon green for a stream. Oh, so it's picked up on the green screen. That would be interesting. Huh. The invisible beard? Pass a turn. Oh. Well, at least we've played some really close, interesting matches. I guess that's the upside. Like, we haven't won either of them so far, but good lord, were those both of those matches were just insanely long and close. Attune. Okay. What is our opponent doing? Bant energy? Hopefully this isn't a wilderness wreck deck. I don't know how that goes. Discard God-Pharaoh's Gift. Play Thraben Inspector. Get a clue. Play a Plains. Play Looter Scooter. Go to combat. Get it with our Thraben Inspector. Hit our opponent out 18. Pass the turn. Don't ever shave your beard for charity. Instead, threaten to shave it unless people donate to charity. I kind of like that plan. That way I get to keep my beard and help charity. Opponent, a dude with ether again. Let's see what color our opponent gets. They're forest. All right. Definitely a Bant deck. That much is clear. Oh, if we can get back this God-Pharaoh's Gift. So let's crew Smuggler's Copter. Actually, let's loot with Jace first. Loot with Jace. We could hit Refurbished. Aurelia. Well, discard Reflector Mage. Crew up Smuggler's Copter. Go to combat. Attack, attack. Do some looting. Discard Aurelia. Hit our opponent. Play Champion of Wits. Go looting. Discard God-Pharaoh's Gift. Steam Vents. Play Steam Vents. Pass the turn. Don't wilderness wreck us, please. Opponent. Land. And passing. Well, loot with Jace. Discard Jace. Play Champion. Play Alicia. Let's play Alicia. Play Alicia. I mean, I think our best plan is trying to kill our opponent quickly. If they're playing like Wilderness Reclamation, we gotta be the aggro. Because we don't really have counters or anything to win the long game. Loot. Discard Spire Bluff. Opponent. To 7. Take up Jace. Alright, pass the turn! What do you got? Opponent has done nothing. They have done nothing this entire game. Plays a land. At least if they do Wrath the board, we have... Wow, Fumigate. Okay. If they do Wrath the board, we have potentially a God-Pharaoh's Gift if we ever draw it. Well, 1, 2, 3. Champion of Wits. Do some looting. Discard some lands. Looter Scooter. Actually, let's play Glacial Fortress. Looter Scooter. Crack a clue. To improve our looting. Combat. Hit our opponent. We also have Looter Scooter to survive a wrath. Loot. Discard Charticourse. Hit our opponent. Down to 8 after the life gain. Take up Jace. Pass the turn. I'm so afraid of Wilderness Reclamation. Do you think the Red Gearhulk would work in this deck? Sylvan Carry added. What is going on? Oh, it's a Marvel deck. Okay. Marvel. Red Gearhulk. Yeah. I think Red Gearhulk would be fine in this deck. Is there any way we can just win here? We really can't. Alright, let's crack a clue. We hit a land. play Champion of Wits. Loot. Discard 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ugh. Discard, discard. Play Glacial Fortress. Looter Scooter. Go to combat. Attack. Oh, we're going to get Evergold or Ulabogged. Loot. Opponent goes to 5. Discard Hallowed Fountain. Yeah. Oh, this is close. Take up Jace on nothing. Fast a turn. We've got through half our deck. We haven't found a refurbish yet. Opponent untaps. Land. Can they get the energy? Can they get the energy? We're actually kind of close to ultimating Jace. Yeah, maybe we should have just ticked down and went with Thought, of course. Thoughts on Pioneer Mono Black Zombies versus White Black? Ooh. That's a tough one. I think the thing I liked about the Mono Black build is we could really take advantage of Grey Merchant, and Grey Merchant seemed really good. Courser of Krufix. Cyclonic Rift on top. Okay. God-Pharaoh's Gift. Well, let's crew up our Looter Scooter. Go to combat. Attack our opponent. Loot. Discard. Agent of Treachery. Opponent goes to 2. Wow, we're digging so far. We don't have the lands. Charticores. We're a land short. How do you feel about Black Devotion with blue? I think White Black Zombies could be fine too, but I feel like Grey Merchant's so good. Huh. Alright, interesting. Well, Reflector Mage. Opponent has Disallow. Well, I think we're definitely getting... I feel like we're definitely getting Cyclonic Rift here. Our opponent pretty much has to. Okay. Huh. Sure. What is happening? What is seriously going on with our lives? Well, get back on God-Pharaoh's Gift. Take up Jays. Alright, opponent goes to 2. But we know there's a Cyclonic Rift, so all this is going to go for naught. Plays a land. Opponent. Mind's Dilation. Okay. Hallowed Fountain. Well, Hallowed Fountain untapped. God-Pharaoh's Gift. Mind's Dilation. What wonderful thing does our opponent get for free? Nothing. Well, Jace. Take it up on Courser. Combat. Get back Thraben Inspector. But it does nothing. Get back Thraben Inspector. Also does nothing. Attack with everything. Opponent gets a block. Goes to 1. But we're going to get Rift. And then it ends. Oh. What is it? Aurelia's a 1/1 with no abilities. All of our creatures are 1/1s with no abilities. None of our creatures do anything. We can't steal an enchantment because Agent of Treachery is a 1/1. It's like Elk. It's like all of our creatures are Elk. Think of it that way. We have been, everything has been permanently O-code. Opponent bounces our board. And I think that's just game. I don't think there's any way we win from here. So 1, 2, 3. Champion of Wits. Opponent. Okay, it's a land. We go looting. Oh, we don't go looting. That's right. Play Jace. Play Smuggler's Copter. Play a land. Pass the turn. Dusty Boats! Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big soups here for our new subscriber. Oh, and there's a free Marvel spin next turn. We can't go wide enough, though, because our opponent's gaining life and they have so many creatures. This is some max jank. Opponent legend rules themselves to get the Marvel spin. Okay. Spins Marvel. What do they find? What are we getting? Copter's a 1/1 with no abilities. Just like Champion of Wits and Agent of Treacheries and Reflector Mage and Aurelia. Literally all of them are 1/1s with no abilities. Another overwhelming splendor. That is a Sandworm Convergence coming on top. Yep. Opponent. Yeah, it's over. It's definitely over. Well. Okay, Agent of Treachery. 7 mana 1/1. Opponent gets a Is It charm. Yeah, they got us. Alright. We can't even activate it. It shuts down. Overwhelming Splendor makes it so we can't activate abilities that aren't mana abilities or loyalty abilities. We just got humiliated in Pioneer. Oh my god. Alright, Dova's Veto, Spell Pierce apparently in. Abrade, I guess, also apparently in. Pithing Needle. Us has been... I have never... I'm not a real scientist. I just read the card. Let me pull up Overwhelming Splendor because I should have pulled it up on screen so we could all know what's happening in this matchup. Overwhelming Splendor. It is an 8-mana enchantment. You curse a player. Creatures enchanted player controls lose all abilities and have a base power toughness and 1/1. So all of our creatures, no abilities and are 1/1s. It's like super elking. And then enchanted player can't activate abilities that aren't mana abilities, so like tapping lands or loyalty abilities, so planeswalkers. So we can't actually even crew Smuggler's Copter. It's not even an option. And if we could, it would be a 1/1. And all of our... Oh man, this is... Well, opponent's deck is spicy. I mean, I give our opponent credit for spice. Wow, this has been a interesting and somewhat sad league, record-wise. Somehow we are... All right. Somehow we are 0-2. I mean, we might play our opponent's deck at some point. We're not going to play it tonight. At some point we might. I mean, our opponent's deck seems like a fun against odds deck. If you want to build like against the odds Pioneer Overwhelming Splendor. Although at the same time, if you look at that match, our opponent, if they had just played Emrakul, hey, welcome, Miss Stu, MTSWNTD. If our opponent had just got an Emrakul or an Ulamog or something, then we probably would have just died. But they were spinning the wheel into like overwhelming splendors, and they came very close to just losing as a result. All right. Well, Sylvan Carry added. We will. Yeah, let's loot. We really just want to get. Discard Agent of Treachery. Discard Inspiring Vantage. We really need to get a God-Pharaoh's Gift in our graveyard. And reanimate it and win. Well, Inspiring Vantage. And Champion. Come on, God-Pharaoh's Gift to go with this refurbish. You can do it. Vote it. Vote it, vote it. 2 lands. Discard Spire Bluff. Discard Steam Vents. Pass the turn. Ooh, we're not really putting a clock on him. Vote it. Untaps. What would you say is against the odds biggest success story? I do like Champion of Wits. Opponent grabs a Plains. And passes. Well, go to combat. Get in with Champion. Opponent blocks. Well, Steam Vents, untapped. Run out a Charter Course, draw some cards. A genuine cool guy for the 3rd month. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big soups cheer for our new subscriber. All right, pass the turn, pass the turn. Biggest success story. I feel like there's been a lot, like, I don't know. That's like a really weird, hard question, and I don't know the way to answer it. Opponent, Attuned with Ether, getting some more energy. There's been some that have 5-0'd, but what makes it successful? Like, is it doing better than you expected? I think that's just like, I don't know the answer. I really don't. What do you think it is? Against the odds biggest success story. Well, let's Champion of Wits. Again. Go looting. Yes, please. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, discard a land. Discard refurbish at this point. Hollowed Fountain tapped. I don't know if we have to pith if we Pithing Needle and it gets countered, it's bad. Our opponent technically doesn't have the energy yet, and they don't seem to have many ways of producing energy. Yeah, I think we're just gonna wait. Pass the turn. Opponent taps. If they have like exactly 3rd Attuned with Ether and a Marvel, all right. Rogue Refiner draws a card. Sure. Opponent missing their land drop. Pass it. Well, now we will Pithing Needle. There's the counter. Go to combat. Attack. Well, I guess we're getting marveled. Opponent had it. We'll see what they marvel into. Oh, my lord. Solemnity was kind of weird. Can you explain your Karma Worship deck where you killed yourself with Thoughtseize and Bitter Blossom? Ooh. So I've tried to... The Karma Worship deck, I should probably pull up the list. Do they have Marvel? What are they flipping? They do. Opponent. Passing. Us is... Oh, this is so ridiculously bad. Well, land. God-Pharaoh's Gift. Let's see... we just got negated. Let's Agent of Treachery. Oh my god. Oh my goodness. Oh, this is so insane. Wavy Gravy, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big... If they hit Overwhelming Splendor... Oh, they haven't slammed it yet. Another Marvel. Okay. Okay. Wavy Gravy, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big soups here for our new subscriber, Agent of Treachery. Take the Marvel for sure. Go to combat. Do some attacking. Gotta get in those damages when we can. Pote it. Yeah, let me put up the deck list again for that. What about your Mardu vehicles? Ooh, what's your Mardu vehicles, Onion Spray? Opponent out of 12. Oh, we got a little lucky that our opponent didn't hit anything insane there. Plays a land. Now I think we got to try to start stealing lands. Another Marvel. Marvel Tribal. Opponent passes. Let me see. Orion Spray. Jace. Well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. God-Pharaoh's Gift. Negates for days. Go to combat. Attack. Opponent blocks and blocks. Gets an energy. Sure. Glacial Fortress, go. Huh, Marty vehicles look sweet. It looks very similar to the standard builds. Pote it. Rogue Refiner. Gonna get to spin the wheel again. This has been a ridiculous league. Pote it. Sylvan Caryatid. One card it had. Passing. Come on, deck. Come on. You can do it. Oh, refurbish. All right. If they have third negate as their last card, I'm going to cry. God-Pharaoh's Gift. Reanimated. Okay. We will play a Jace. Pass the turn, see if we dodge some bullets. Oh, come on. Tell me you can't make one energy. Oh, this is ridiculous. Oh. Oh, I have never I have literally never seen anything like this. All right, sure. Sure about it. Sure. Why not? Gets in. Yeah, whatever. Man. Hey, it's a useless land. Guess what? I feel like this league has been something that we have not experienced in a long time. This has just been kind of mind-blowing. Like, literally everything that could possibly go wrong or go right for our opponent has done exactly that through this entire league. It's really been a little bit mind-blowing. Opponent passes. Hey, it's a land. I guess we'll play it. Pass the turn. We have Detention Sphere to get... I mean, if we draw Detention Sphere, we pretty much win. Although, who knows? Our opponent's probably drawing 3 more counters. Plays a Breeding Pool. Passes the turn. I'm not even salty. I'm just kind of like shocked at how many things have went wrong this league. Kind of like insanely mind-blowing. Sure, Alicia, why not? We are not going to scoop because if we draw a Detention Sphere and our opponent did not just draw another counter, then we just win the game, basically. We flip Jays, we get back God-Pharaoh's Gift, we steal Overwhelming Splendor, or steal Aetherworks Marvel. Opponent gets in, yep. Alright, sure. Opponent gets enough energy to spin the wheel. We draw our 5th land in a row, pass the turn. Our opponent can activate his Marvel. Overwhelming Spender is not symmetrical. It only hits 1 player. Opponent, what do you find? Mind's Dilation. When Aetherworks Marvel, when a creature dies, or when a permanent goes to the graveyard, our opponent gets energy. Pass the turn. I don't know. I mean, I think it would be, we could try it sometime. I would expect to go like, 1-4 maybe. Like, I think it's a funny deck, but I don't actually think it's a competitive deck. But I think it would be fun, just because, like, Overwhelming Splendoring your opponent, Okay, that was our refurbish. A Braid Dovin's Veto. We will discard... That doesn't actually do anything, right? It does not. So we will discard a... Jace. We will pass the turn. So yeah, I think it would be fun. And I'm definitely down with trying it, but I don't think it's actually a competitive deck. I think it's more of a funny, like, meme deck. Opponent has another counter on top. Well, come on! For the love of God, give us a Detention Sphere. Alright, we'll pass. Yeah, just pass the turn. How do you feel about Soulflayer and Pioneer? I think Soulflayer is probably like a tier 2 deck. I think it's like semi-competitive at least. Sandworm Convergence for our opponent. Come on, Detention Sphere! You can do it, Magic Gods. Opponent gets in. Hits us down to 7. Champion awaits. I'm really worried about playing anything because if we play something and our opponent flips into our Detention Sphere, it's so bad. God-Pharaoh's Gift. Can't activate Marvel because of Overwhelming Splendor. It shuts down all activated abilities except for Planeswalkers and mana abilities. Alright. Creature achieved. Pass the turn. This has been one of the crazier leagues we've played in a long time. I don't know what to say anymore. Opponent. Sandworm Convergence. Well, I mean, we got to counter it. See what our opponent gets off the top of our beautiful deck. Jace Vryn's Prodigy. We actually have less cards in our deck. And now there's a yeah, we're done. It's over. We can't win now. Even if we draw a Detention Sphere, our opponent has Disallow. Yeah, all right, you got us. Oh, I've never... Every once in a while, I mean, that's the joy of Magic, is you never know. And every once in a while, you just... you play a string of matches where... I mean, I don't even know what to say. This whole league has just been absurd. That was probably the most absurd. I mean, we just can't... With our opponent having a counter at hand, even if we... I actually think this deck is good. I think in another world, we could very reasonably be 3-0 right now. Even looking back at our... Even looking back at our matches... I think we could be 3-0 very easily right now, but we're 0-3 instead. So I think the deck, I think it's just it's the variance of small sample size. You're not having a good time. Oh, Gabe the gamer. That's the one thing I don't want to hear. I want us to. My goal with playing Magic and streaming and doing content is hopefully we have a good time even when we're losing. So hopefully. You're doing okay, Gabe the gamer. Can you explain your Karma Worship deck where you kill yourself with Thoughtseize in Bitter Blossom? All right, let me pull up the deck list. Let me see if I can find it. I think that's a pretty old one. I think from what I remember, the idea is just to the main idea, and this is very very old, so it's pretty. It would be updated a lot if I was going to play it now. But the main idea of the deck was to play Karma, which deals a damage to each player on their upkeep equal to the number of swamps they control. Play Urborg to turn everything into swamps. So that's going to drain us. Excuse me. Worship keeps us at 1 life. We can't go below 1 life due to damage. And then Near-Death Experience was the card we were trying to win with. So Near-Death Experience, at the beginning of our upkeep, if we have 1 life, we win the game. So in theory, it's pretty convoluted, but you use Urborg and Karma to drain down to 1, with Worship keeping us from dying, and then Near-Death Experience wins us a game from that combo. So that's kind of the main idea of that deck. Bitter Blossom kind of does not exactly work with Worship. Same with Thoughtseize, because they are losing life. The idea is if we have Worship, it's going to be okay to lose some life in the early game. And Bitter Blossom's another way we can get to 1 life, but they can actually end up killing us. All right. Here we go. Let's see what God-Pharaoh's Gift can do. I think it is time. I guess I'm salty when I lose. I try to use Arena to get out of that before I think of attempting to spend... Ooh. Knights, eh? Interesting. I do not think I've played against a single Knight deck in Pioneer. That's just not something I've seen. What do you think about the actual state of the modern meta? I think that Urza probably needs to get banned. Ooh, Inspiring Veteran. All right, opponent's got a nice little Knight start here. Yeah, I think that's probably what is going to happen in the near future. Urza just seems a smidge good for the format right now. I've enjoyed Pioneer a lot more than Modern lately. I think that I feel like yeah, here they come. I feel like Pioneer offers a lot of the same things I like about Modern with tons of playable decks, but it also is less likely that you just die on turn 3. Ooh, History of Benalia. Sure. Grows the Knight. Oh, we might be too slow here. Spire Bluff Canal. Reflector Mage. Bounce. What do we bounce? None of them feel great. Huh. This will become a 3, 2, 3. All right, bounce the Lord, I guess. Bounce the Lord, pass the turn. I mean, our opponent technically doesn't have black mana to pump Knight of Even Legion on the battlefield, at least. So maybe they can't pump it, and then we can kill it or block it with Smuggler's Copter. All right, no black mana. That's our hope, anyway. Bone it. Okay. Pioneer's a wild place. You never know what you will run into. Well, crew. Block. Loot. Lose our looter scooter. Discard a Jace. Drop to 11. Reflector Mage, Part 2. Bounce Knight of the Even Legion. Hallowed Fountain tap. Pass the turn. Antonio MTG! Welcome to the Fishbowl. For the 50th month, 15th month that we had to watch you get overwhelming splendor, my day is complete. Yeah, that was, I definitely could see trying our opponent's deck. It seems like just the fact that you get to lock people out with such janky cards probably makes it worth it, regardless of how competitive it is. I think it's just like when you see Aetherworks Marvel, you immediately think from a competitive perspective, like, oh, like put a Ulamog into play and you just win, or an Emrakul. But that seems like a really fun way to go about it. Opponent, Inspiring Veteran. We have a new donation from 6 damage, eh? Well, I guess we're going to block that. Stay at 11. Voted. Godly Shrine tapped. And passes. Well, Thraben Inspector. Get a clue. Sulfur Falls. Jace. We have a new donation from Max Infet. Lots of zeros and an 8. Said $10 donation. I never thought I would run to you in a game. Thank you for the game. Sorry I had to sit through it, but thank you for letting me play it out. Oh, Max, in fact, were you playing? Were you the one that overwhelming splendored us? That was something I did not expect in our Pioneer League. You should, I mean, if you want to, you should send me the deck list. The chat really liked the idea of the deck, so maybe it's something we could try in a future stream or something, if you're interested in it. Thank you so much for the donation. Targon, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big soups here for our new subscriber. It was definitely, what was your league record? Bat Marvel looks interesting. All right, opponent's passing. Crack the clue. All right, chart a course. Sulfur Falls. Well, we will chart a course. We need to hit a God-Pharaoh's Gift. 2 lands. Well, discard Steam Vents. Block. Ugh, we're so close to dead. This makes a night, and then we literally are dead. So we have to just loot with Jace to have any chance? Alright, loot with Jace. Land. Yeah, alright. Sure. Sure. Okay. This might just be Curse League. Was strategic planning considered for the deck? I do not know. This is not a deck that we built from scratch. It's one that someone played on Moto. Well, we definitely want all of our removal. I don't think we want Isn't Staticaster, though. So just bring in all of our removal, Lyra Dawnbringers, go down. That's a bigger question. What do we cut? We got to go down Alicia. Ugh. Ugh. What do we? Yeah, I mean, that happens sometimes. If you play Magic enough, sooner or later you'll just run into one of those leagues when all of your all of your bad running is compressed to like 5 matches. Would you ever try a Soul Flayer deck? If so, would you be interested in a less greedy version to try? I've had a lot of success not trying to force the modern version of the deck. We played Soul Flayer as the second part of one of our streams last week, but I could see playing it again. We played a version that was probably pretty greedy. It was like a Chromatic Ore version, so the greed level was reasonably high, I would say. But I could definitely see trying it again. Seth, when are you going to run your favorite deck from? Oh, Tron. We don't have Tron, thankfully. And Devotion just got banned. We'll probably play Devotion deck. I think Devotion will still be playable-ish, even with the bannings. Huh, it's gonna be hard to make all this fit. Yeah, maybe we gotta go down charted courses. Huh. Awkward. Yeah, alright, one more Agent of Treachery. Let's try it like that. That looks like a sweet version of Soul Flayer. Looks fairly consistent, I would say. All right, this hand looks good. If this hand doesn't beat Knights, then we're just gonna officially call ourselves cursed. Maze's End is on Against the Odds on Wednesday, so we're closing in on Maze's End Pioneer. Ooh, Sack of Heads. That's kind of like Hydra Devotion. That's a sweet take on Mono Green Devotion. Mono Green Hydra Devotion. I like it. That looks fun. Hydras is a cool tribe. What would mono white or mono red devotion look like? So mono white devotion, maybe like big angels, I would say. Mono red devotion, probably using Fanatic Amogus, I think is the name of it. I think you're probably trying to be like kind of a little bit aggressive and then trying to use Fanatic Amogus as sort of your Gray Merchant almost. Yeah, white doesn't have most insane payoffs. The trouble with white is it doesn't really have any card advantage either. So you're kind of left just like playing things and hoping for the best. Appreciate you taking time to look at people's lists. Well, thank you, Fallen. I enjoy looking at people's lists. Like, I like Magic decks, and I like all of you, and I always have, even when we honestly chat, and this probably sounds like a cheesy streamer thing to say, but even when we are going 0-3, maybe on our way to an 0-5, there's still nothing I'd rather be doing tonight than hanging out, looking at deck lists, talking with all of you. So I appreciate, like seriously, I appreciate y'all hanging out tonight. Even though our record hasn't been great, we've got to see some like cool decks at least from our opponents, and I still think our deck is cool, even though it's working out. So seriously, I appreciate y'all hanging out, even when the wins aren't coming, because that's not really what I mean. Winning is great, and I think ideally our best streams involve a combination of winning and also like hanging out or whatever. But I think we can still have fun even without that. Opponent going to town with their knights. Detention Sphere, eh? Alright, well, loot with Jace. Discard a Steam Vents. Flip Jace. Jace. Flashback Magmas. Actually, do we even need to do that? Yeah, flashback Magma Spray. Magma Spray. Worthy Knight. Detention Sphere. Corpse Knight. play a land. I mean, now we're hoping to get to 7 mana, basically. Get to 7 mana, get back Champion Wits, go from there. Your article got me gold on Reddit. Thanks, bro. Ooh, well, thank you for posting it on Reddit, The Cat Murderer. I appreciate that, and I'm glad people liked it. Opponent, Knight of the White Orchid, gets a land. How does the format feel post-ban? We have seen some wild decks tonight, so I guess even better. Our record, we haven't won much, but we have seen some wildness. We played Sultai, really close, crazy match. We played, oh, I'm like blanking on our second match. We played a overwhelming Splendor, I don't even know, Marvel Enchantress deck. So we have definitely played some really strange, crazy decks along the way. Opponent gets in, hits our Jace. Down to 1. Well, all right. Take up on the Knight of the Orchid. Play the land. All right. Untap land is good. Anything, almost anything is helpful here. Untap land gets us to Champion Wits. We have options. Opponent gets in. Hits our Jace. Back down to 1. Come on, deck. Come on. We got to do it. We're not going to go 0-5. We're not. Almost every game has been ridiculously close. There's a history of Benalia. Opponent passes. Okay, that is one of the very few cards in our deck that is actively bad in this scenario. The curse continues. There's we even sideboarded out some of them. Oh, we cannot catch a break in this league. We just can't catch a break. Let me see basic lands. Mono Red Devotion, opponent Knights. Yeah, I guess we're probably dead now. Because the Knights get pumped next turn. Our Jace dies. Wow. Opponent gets in, kills our stuff. Huh. I do feel like this deck, the sideboard does seem somewhat questionable. Opponent, Murderous Rider. Presenting lethal. Champion of Wits. Alright, well, sure. Loot. There's our lands. Alright. 4, 8, 12, 16. That looks like lethal to me. Alright, one more shot to save this deck from... Wow! Wow! My mind is like literally just blowing at the moment. I sent you my list during the list with Overwhelming Splendors, Sideboard Convergence, Aetherverse, Marvel, and Mind's Dilation. Oh, thank you, Max and F. Definitely. Where did you send it to me? Oh, I see it. It's in my email. Well, maybe we will try it at some point. Well, how was your actual record been with it? My impression, like playing against it, it seemed definitely spicy, but is it something that you have felt is like competitive at all, or is it more like a against the odds jank style deck? I mean, obviously you got at least one win. we were part of that. Are we going to do see Boros Reckoner Starving Extinction deck powered by Nykthos? Maybe. Maybe like green-red Electrostatic Pummeler could be good. All right, one last shot. Can we at least get one win with this deck? Can we break the curse? We got to break the curse before Thursday's stream because we got to break the curse before Thursday's stream because we don't want it to carry over. So we really need to break the curse. And then when we come back Thursday, the curse will be over and we can go 5-0. To make up for it. 1-1 so far. Just love all those enchantments. Wanted to get them into play. Figured Marvel was a fun way to do it. Yeah, I certainly didn't expect Overwhelming Splendor. That is the first Overwhelming Splendor that I have seen in Pioneer, and it was brutal for my deck because our answers are stuff that would be creatures like Agent of Treachery. So it was insane against us for sure. It definitely looked fun. It definitely looked it looked super fun. So maybe we'll give it a try at some point. I mean, we can't possibly win any less than we have won in this league. All right. I mean, this actually looks like a hand that could do something. We have J, mono red. Oh, no. All right, it's mono red. Okay. Well, this looked like a hand that could do things, but if our Jace dies, I'm not so sure. Okay, down to 19. Opponent passes. Also, opponent's on the play, which isn't good for us. Hey, what's up, the pudding? How are you tonight? Opponent, upkeep, stop set. Upkeep, stop set. Upkeep, stop set. I'm thinking we need another good refurbished target as well as God-Pharaoh's Gift. Are there any artifact creatures like Gearhulks? I mean, you could play a Gearhulk. Maybe you need more refurbished targets. I think so I feel like the biggest issues we've run into have been graveyard hate, really. I think that's been the biggest thing. In Standard, there wasn't really a meaningful amount of graveyard hate when God-Pharaoh's Gift was in the format. There's a lot in Pioneer. Our first loss, which we've played a lot of really close matches, but our first loss, wow, a huge donation. Our first loss was to a deck that just had like maybe 12 graveyard hate spells. Deathrite Shaman, Scavenging Ooze, Leyline after sideboard. So they just had so much. Also, I feel like the deck maybe needs some sort of sweeper or something. Like, what do we do about this? Like, what are we supposed to do when our opponent just is on the play and plays 3 1-drops? We don't have Anger of the Gods or Supreme Verdict, so I feel like 04 is unlucky, but also there probably could be some improvements to the deck. We have a huge donation from Icy Doc. $50 donation. Good Lord, thank you so much, Icy Doc. You're still 5-0 in my heart. Keep the content fresh and awesome. Well, Icy Doc, thank you for the donation. Also, thank you so much for the kind words of encouragement. Thank you. Cataclysmic Gearhulk could work. Yeah, maybe Gearhulks are worth exploring. It could be. I mean, I guess we have Smuggler's Copter, although Smuggler's Copter doesn't seem like the best refurbished target. So if by some miracle this Jace lives, okay. Well, we're kind of okay with the Smuggler's Copter because that means we're going to get to loot and discard a God-Pharaoh's Gift, and that puts us one land away from actually reanimating things. Okay. I mean, we're alive. It's not over yet. There is hope for the God-Pharaoh's Gift. Opponent. Verdict's Gearhulk would be a good board wipe refurbished target. Alright, Jace. Ugh, not a land. I'll discard God-Pharaoh's Gift, play Inspiring Vantage, run out Reflector Mage to bounce Soulscar Mage. Ugh, okay. We need to draw a land to break the curse. Cataclysmic might be worth it. Seems like it could be worth sideboard slots at least. I guess it's not too bad to cast naturally, which is nice. Could you adapt the modern Hydra deck to Pioneer? The ramp isn't as good, nor is the mana, but you'd have access to Mistcutter, Colonian, and other good Hydras. Possibly. I mean, the ramp isn't as good, but the format's also slower, so I think that helps at least. So maybe it could actually work. Was Modern Hydras even good? I mean, it was decent for like a janky fun deck. I think the biggest thing we're missing is probably oh no. What is the doubling season for X spells? I think that's the biggest 2 Copters. I think that's the biggest thing we're missing. The doubling season for X spells was one of the best cards in that deck. So I feel like that is going to be the biggest thing. Unbound Flourishing. Thank you. Opponent gets in. Rites of Flourishing that's close. Rites of Flourishing is a cool card. Bone it. It's us. Down to 11. All right. Land discards a land. So we need untap land, discard Agent of Treachery. Jace to live, for sure. Okay. Sure. Opponent, upkeep stop. Still set. Agent of Treachery. Alright, Jace go. The curse continues! I feel at some point they'll make a white doubling season that doubles only non-loyalty counters. I could see that. They made some, like, Anointed Procession is kind of in that same range. Well, the Ages are supposed to be in the graveyard, but we've drawn we've drawn 3 refurbishes, 2 agents, and 3 lands. Somehow we've drawn the same number of refurbishes as agents. I think this is Wizard's Lightning. Yeah, I think this is just lethal. Well, this has been about as cursed as it gets. About it. Smuggler's Copters, I don't know. I don't know if I like a bunch of Smuggler's Copters in like a burn deck. Maybe it's so good you just play it no matter what. It seems awkward to me though, because you have all these hasty creatures that, like, our opponent's giving up attacks, so I don't know. I know you have a plethora of decks to play a Pioneer, but what about unexpected results? Ooh. I have not built an unexpected results deck, although I do like unexpected results, so I could imagine us getting to it eventually. Wild Slash. Drawn off the smut. Okay, sure. Sure. Alright, well, removal in. Lyra's in. Aurelia's down. Couple of Agent of Treachery's down. Alicia down. And... And... What else? Maybe a Reflector Mage? Try it like that? Oh, well, thank you, Caesar. Build Dubious Challenge at Pioneer. You have Charming Prince, Tristani, Oko, Teferi to break the symmetry. I think there are enough pieces that it could be a deck in Pioneer. I think there are enough pieces to actually make it work. I mean, Agent's coming back as a 4/4. So it's a bigger threat than it looks sometimes. Speaking of unexpected results, I have a preliminary list. Haven't made a sideboard yet. Ooh, let me take a look, Ophidian. Mountain for our opponent and pass it. Sure. Alright. Glacial Fortress. Jace. To its inevitable doom. Eldrazi, unexpected Eldrazi Pioneer. Ooh. Okay. I mean, that looks like a reasonable take on it. Got the backup plan of ramping into Eldrazi with Nissa and... Our Promise. Yeah, there's a Wild Slash. That looks sweet. That seems like a pretty good approach to it, I think. Why is Oko banned in Brawl? Well, it's only banned in Arena Brawl, but Oko was pretty dominant in Brawl. It was really doing bad things to the Brawl format. So I think it was a good choice to ban it. Opponent, Wild Slash, Part 2. Wild Slash Tribal. I mean, it is burn, so kind of expected that they're just going to have a million burn spells. Opponent, passing. Well, let's chart a course. Discard Agent of Treachery. Hallowed Fountain, tapped. Pass the turn. I mean, we got a Lyra. Maybe Lyra will be enough. It's similar to them banning Sorcerer's Spyglass, which nullifies Planeswalker commanders. Yeah, I mean, I think that's part of it. And it's also just, like, miserable. People don't enjoy it because it does shut down pretty much all creature commanders. It should have probably just been banned to begin with in Brawl for the same reason as Sorcerer's Spyglass, really. Huh, Chandra. Alright. Well, that's mana. Well, that's something else we're going to have to deal with. Smuggler's Copter. Okay. Opponent. Passes. Well, I don't even know if we can... If we play Lyra, it's just going to die to Chandra plus a burn spell, I assume. Do we wait? Does it get better? It's actually a good target for an Agent of Treachery if we ever get it. Oh, what do we do? What do we do? Are there Brawl Paper events anyways? There are sort of, kind of, a little bit. All right, I think we do it. I mean, I guess at least it eats a burn spell and a Chandra. Maybe we can get it back at some point. I just moved to PA. They have Brawl on Wednesdays here. Surprisingly interesting. I didn't know there were really any Paper Brawl tournaments at this point. Well, that's cool that some of them exist out there. Well, Lyra down. That is our trump card, but Chandra might be the trump card to our Lyra if our opponent has another burn spell. Chandra plus any burn spell takes it down. All right, opponent, let's see it. They already used 2 Wild Slashes and a Wizard's Lightning. Place a land. And they do need a creature to turn on Smuggler's Copter. Opponent. Soulscar Mage. Okay, that's a creature that turns on Smuggler's Copter. So let's Chandra make it a 1-1. Okay, opponent, Smuggler's Copter, combat. Gonna get it. We have a donation for rum. Oh, all right, let's see what happens. Does our opponent loot? If they loot, we have to block. I think. Oh, do we block? We gotta block. We have a $3 donation from Davey89 Irex. You tweeted earlier about the fast rate in which Wizards is pushing out sets. I think as this keeps up and they keep making broken cards, is going to wear people out. What do you think? It'll be interesting. Possibly. That is, I think, one of the concerns. So what's going on? Thank you so much for the donation. So I think that is a worry I have, is that it could end up burning people out and just being too much. At the same time, I don't know. Maybe it won't. I mean, Magic has been growing so far. It seems like eventually it could. So the question, what's going on right here is, if our opponent has a bird spell and we block, they get to kill Lyra and take up Chandra, and then we're at risk of losing to Chandra Ultimate. If we don't block, our opponent has to at least take down Chandra. Yeah, I think we don't block. I think it's... The disaster is that Chandra gets to take up this turn, because we just don't have really the pressure to kill it. So I think if our opponent's going to kill Lyra with a burn spell, we got to at least make them take down Chandra. All right, opponent, what is it? There's a Soulscar Mage. So the damage would put -1/-1 counters on it. So something like a Wizard's Lightning would make Lyra a 2/2, and then it just dies to Smuggler's Copter. Takes up Swift Spear. That's okay. So Lyra's gonna live. All right. That's good. I mean, maybe we could have blocked anyway, but Lyra living is a big deal. That is a super big deal. Oh, this is super close. Yeah, we gotta keep Chandra from ultimating. That is concern number one of many. And then we'll figure out what to do about this Smuggler's Copter eventually. Opponent plays a Swift Spear. 1 card in hand. What is it? Soulscar Mage. Okay. Well, that could have been worse. So we get to hit Chandra, gain 5. Untap. I mean, in hindsight, we could have blocked anyway, but I think that's fine, the way we played it. We draw land. So go to combat. Attack Chandra to 1. Gain some life. Yes, Reflector Mage isn't bad here either. So we go to 19. Chandra goes to 1. Play Reflector Mage. Bounce a Soulscar Mage. Okay. We might be in good shape now, possibly. Spire Bluff Canal, go. Lands aren't too bad. We do have some good stuff at 7 mana. And even just getting back Champion of Wits at 7 mana is going to be nice if we get there, ideally. I love that Mono Green Devotion, the Tron of Pioneer, was banned within a week. Actual Tron chilling in Modern for a decade. That deck, I've seen some people talking about that deck, and they might be right, that based on how good it was in Pioneer, that maybe we should actually be exploring Mono Green Devotion more for Modern. Like, it might actually just be Modern level good. For your next ban list is Urza God. I think something from the Urza deck will be banned soon. Will it be the next ban list? I don't know. I'm trying to think of what big Modern tournaments we have coming up. It seems like one thing that's kind of interesting is maybe with Pioneer it changes things, and like Wizards just doesn't focus on it as much. Bonded Courier. So that's a possibility. Maybe they just throw in... Hey, what's up, Cap'n? How are you? So maybe they just don't worry about it as much. They've never really seemed interested in banning Mox Opal. So I guess I would say something like Urza is more likely. I think, like, Mox Opal does enable Hardened Scales and Affinity and some other decks, along with Urza. But I don't know. I don't know if that'll happen this ban announcement, but it seems like there's a chance that Urza... I think that Urza probably will end up getting targeted at some point in the not super distant future. Affinity has been dead for a minute now. Yeah, I guess Affinity is like... I guess Affinity is kind of like... Hardened Scales at this point is probably the more popular version. Urza is definitely very powerful. I don't know. I'm not, like, calling for it to be banned or anything. I just expect that something from it probably will end up getting banned. Opponent gets in. I will call for Oko to be banned. I've said that before. Like, Oko's just got to go at standard. And I'm sure they will make a change at the next BNR announcement, unless this Pro Tour is shockingly different than we would expect. There is a Mythic Championship this weekend. So unless this Mythic Championship is massively surprising. I expect that they will ban something from it. The question is just, that's a weird choice. The question is, what do they ban? Do they try to nibble around the edges, or do they just ban Oko outright? Do standard sets feed directly into Pioneer now like they do Modern? They do. Anything printed in a standard set is Pioneer legal. Yeah, all right. Let's run out our champion. Draw discard. All right, a few lands. Discard, discard. Play the land. Go to combat. Attack Chandra. With Lyra. Get it out of here. And, I mean, I think we're winning this one. I think our Lyra should be good enough for us to win this. Veil of Summer is my dream for a ban. I actually want to be able to play Control. Veil of Summer, it's a one-mana Cryptic command. I think Richard is the one that said that, and I'm sure other people have said it too, but if you really think about it, it very much is one-mana Cryptic command. Like, 1 mana, counter your spell, draw a card. Obviously, it's limited to certain matchups, so it's but in the matchups where you bring it in, it's very, very much 1 mana bounce draw in green, like a Cryptic, or not bounce draw, a counter draw. It very much is. I'm playing at the Richmond MC. Would mean a lot if you gave me a shout out. Ooh, well, Zevikon, good luck at the MC. That is super exciting. I will be rooting for you. Well, unless you're playing Oko. But you probably should play Oko. Everyone will be playing Oko. Hey, what's up, Hebrew Hammer? How are you tonight? Good to see you, good to see you. Opponent gets in with the looter scooter. Goes looting as it scoots. Do you think Pioneer will replace Modern? Yeah, I kind of do. I kind of think, I mean, I don't think it'll replace Modern today, but and maybe I'm just like biased by how fun the format has been to begin with. Maybe something changes, so don't do anything like drastic. But if I was to guess at the future of Modern and Pioneer, I would say within the next couple of years, we will see like more and more tournaments and GPs start to be Pioneer and less Modern. And Modern maybe becomes more of what Legacy is for the most part, where we have a few tournaments every now and then, but it's not actually where we have a few tournaments every now and then, but not enough to, you know, really make a big deal about. All right, land go. Pioneer isn't replacing Magic anymore, then Brawl will replace Commander. Yeah, Legacy. I mean, Legacy has been dying for a while now. Legacy has been dying since SCG stopped doing Legacy Opens. Opponent. I don't really want our opponent to be able to loot. I'm not super concerned with the damage because of Lyra. But if we start attacking, then our opponent gets to double loot. Oh my goodness. Like, our opponent gets to double loot, and we still take a decent amount of damage. I feel like it's safest to keep our opponent from looting, or at least kill the copters if they loot. Because we have the late game. Like, we will win the late game, I think. We should. We have the cards to do it. We've got a lot of our lands out of the way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So we should be drawing some action at some point. Yeah, we've had some just pretty rough running with the deck. Opponent. No attacks. Passes. All right, 13. Okay, pass the turn. The curse is on. The curse is still on. Oko tends to do that, Voten Spawn. Hey, how are you tonight? Good to see you. We even have like Champion of Wits and Chart of Course. We have a lot of. Here comes the blowouts. Yeah, we're gonna lose this. We even have a lot of ways to churn through our deck. How many lands are in this deck? I think it's 24. So we've drawn more than half in our top 20 cards. Bone it. Double looter scooter. Yeah, I assume they drew like Wizard's Lightning or something. Huge attack. Loots. Discards a Swift Spear. Loots. Discards a Smuggler's Copter. Well, block, block, block. Hope for the best. Gotta be Wizard's Lightning. You know, Wizard's Lightning kills the Lyra, pumps the team. Sure. We lose our board. Opponent passes. A Braid. That would have been a good one in previous turns. Well, let's get back champion. Draw some cards. Hey, it's all of our action, but I think it's just too late. Sadly, I don't think we get another turn here. Disappointingly. Discard Agent of Treachery. Discard Champion of Wits. Steam Vent's tapped. Now we'll see. I expect that we're dead. So we're taking 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, I guess we're just straight up dead. Well, they got a crew. Well, we'll see. We'll see what they draw. Yeah, there's all of our action. We had to get through 13 lands, but we finally got there. Do you think there's more players on Moto now than MTGA? I don't. There's probably still more Magic Arena players, I would say. Although I think that Magic Online has definitely increased in popularity thanks to Pioneer recently. Opponent goes to combat. Well, we will destroy Smuggler's Copter. Opponent attacks. Loots. Well, we'll see what our opponent hits. Discards a land. Well, what did you find? What did you find? We will block a Soulscar Mage. Are we dead? Castle Embreth. We drop to 4. We untap. Is there a chance that we could get back in it? Is there any chance? Oh. Well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. God-Pharaoh's Gift. Does it still just leave us dead, though? Like, is there any way out of this? So we can get back Agent of Treachery. We're at 4, though. I think it's got to be... It's either got to be Lyra or Champion of Wits, I think. I think those are the two possibilities. Champion of Wits could draw us into additional removal. Lyra just gains us life. But if we get Lyra... So we go to 8. We kill a dork. We have 1 blocker. 1, 2, 3, 4. Does that still just leave us immediately dead? I guess we could get Lyra and play defense? Opponent didn't have any cards last turn. That might be the only shot. I mean, if they have a burn spell in hand, there's not a whole lot we can do from it. Alright, I think it's got to be Lyra on defense this turn. So get back Lyra. As a 4/4. No attacks. Play an island. Pass the turn. Fingers crossed. Opponent untaps. What do they find? What do they find? These Soulscar mages are a bit concerning. I think we hold on to Is It Charm for a burn spell on Lyra first. Octomonigon, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big soup cheer for our new subscriber. Is Modern dead? I don't think Modern is dead, no. I mean, I'm very in love with Pioneer right now, but I will still play my Modern. It's not just done and over with by any stretch. I'm mostly just hyped about our new format right now. Lope, welcome to the Fishbowl. And Meeks LV, welcome you as well. Big soup cheer for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, welcome. Opponent goes attacking. Triggers. Well, we will block here. Block here. Well, not the attack I was expecting, necessarily. Wow, okay. Okay! Oh, man! Okay! Okay! I think we should have it now. Wow! That was not expected. That was a very strange attack, but now I think we're gonna get a win. Perhaps. Well, okay, go to combat. Get back... Huh. Yeah, Champion of Wits. Draw some cards. Well, here's the rest of our lands. Discard, discard. Ugh. Okay. Can we attack? We gain 4... But then we lose 4. Alright, no attacks. Play a Jays. Play Port Town. Pass the turn. We didn't have any removal. Have I brewed any tribal decks for Pioneer? We just played... I still think the deck is good. I think it might need some tuning. I think it's way better than our record suggests. I think... This league has been a huge exception to a lot of rules. Alright, there's an Eidolon. We just played Zombies for Budget Magic last night, actually, on the YouTube channel. So we have been doing some tribal already in Pioneer, and we will have some more. Isn't Angel of Invention better? Better than Lyra? I don't know. Lyra is better as you, if you're casting it. Lyra's just a sideboard card. I think the problem with Angel of Invention, while it's really good if you're getting it back with... It's really good if you're getting it back from the graveyard with God-Pharaoh's Gift. It's a lot less impressive if you're casting it. It's just a 3/4. So it dies to a lot more. Well, God-Pharaoh's Gift number 2. Go to combat. Number 1. Agent of Treachery. Steal Smuggler's Copter. Opponent. Sacks. Draws. I mean, I think we got the win. It wasn't easy or clean, but I think we're gonna get it. Wild Slash. Going at our face. Okay. Sure. Down to 4. Yup. Triggers. Do we just immediately win here? We might immediately win here. With Copter gone, we definitely get to attack with Lyra. Opponent sacks. Draws. Alright, so Agent of Treachery. Yoink the Copter. Yeah, let's loot with Jace. Discard Steam Vents. God-Pharaoh's Gift. Get back Reflector Mage. Bounce Eidolon. Go to combat. Attack with everything. And I think that actually does it. Opponent. Huh. Is this only game 2? Are we going to win a single match in this league because our opponent times out? Opponent has 3 minutes on the clock. This is the slowest amount of red game. Well, we got to win there. Kind of. Sort of. I mean, that kind of worked. Magic is so expensive in Brazil. Take any price of a card X4. Good lord. That's ridiculous. Why is it so expensive in Brazil, Meeks? This is a reasonable hand against an aggro deck. 2 removal spells. The Dream's alive to get a win. Pioneer is our new postmodern format, I guess you would say. It has cards from Return to Ravnica up to the present and then to the future. Oh, taxes? Oh, that's insane. That is so much. I've heard Canadians say that it's expensive in Canada, but I think that's like just a percentage higher, not multiples higher, like 4 times as much. That's crazy. Oh, well, I'm sorry for all Brazilian Magic players. That's super rough. All right, Port Town. No land. Pass the turn. Opponent. Land. And combat. Attacks. Well, let's Magma Spray Eidolon. Down to 17. Down to 16. Sure. Opponent. Lava Runner, Part 2. Oh, no. Lava Runner, Part... Oh, boy. Well, if our opponent ever gets spells in the graveyard, that's bad news. Oh, that's frightening. Frightening. A better point would be that buying reserveless lands at LP and MP is foolish if you want to play Legacy. Is it foolish to buy played lands? So we can only do one thing this turn. Oh, so much damage could be dealt. Well, play Jace. Pass the turn. See what happens. These lava runners scare me. Please no cheap burn spells. Oh, it's better to buy him at heavy play. That makes sense. Potent goes to combat. Attacks. Well, I mean, we'll Jace block. Down to 14. Opponent. Oh, nothing going on. Passes. Okay. Refurbish. So play an island. Play a smuggler's copter. Pass the turn. We got a chance. There's hope. There's hope for a win. There's hope. A tiny bit. Opponent. Combat. Gonna get in. They drew a Ramadan Bruin. Oh, no attacks. All right. Interesting. Ramadan Bruins? Sure. Huh. That's a interesting way to play that turn. Well, it would Jace. Discard a Looter Scooter. Untap. Champion of Wits. Play it. Loot with it. Discard a Agent of Treachery. An Inspiring Vantage. Loot with Jace. Discard a Steam Vents. Glacial Fortress. Jace. Tick up on a Get to Lava Runner. The tide may have turned. 2 removal spells in hand. Blockers on the battlefield. We might win a match. We might win a match. Opponent has a Lembrith. Sure. Combat. The single win is coming right here. I have a good feeling. We were going to break the curse before the Thursday stream. That's all we can hope for at this point. Crew up Copter. Block with Copter. Loot with Copter. Show us a God-Pharaoh's Gift. Opponent pumps. Yup. Discard Inspiring Vantage. A Braid. Take 2. Down to 10. Untap. Another Jace. Well, Jace for Magma Spray. Spray Lava Runner. Get it off the battlefield. Crew Copter. Get in. Attack. Show us a God-Pharaoh's Gift. Copter. Loots. Discard Jace. Hit our opponent. Play the land, pass the turn. I think our opponent's going to time out. Hey, Seth, really kind of like the budget magic last night. I hope to see more budget magics for Pioneer. Looks like there's a lot of potential for awesome budget decks in the format. I think there are, and I'm definitely planning on doing more budget Pioneer because I really like the format, and I think it is a good home for budget decks. All right, we're going for it. We're going. Is it Charm? Loot mode. Okay, there's God-Pharaoh's Gift. Untap. And that should finally do it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Refurbish. God-Pharaoh's Gift. Go to combat. I guess we crew. God-Pharaoh's Gift. Gets Agent of Treachery. Agent of Treachery. Castle Lembrith. Combat. Attack with everything. Hit ya. Loot. Why not? Discarded Agent of Treachery. Opponent. Down to 10. Chart a course. Draw some cards. Sulfur Falls. Jace. Chart a course. Draw some cards. Pass the turn. Oh, victory has been achieved. It has been achieved. Finally, opponent, Eidolon, that's fine. Plays a land, what card it had? Wow, I thought we were not going to win a match. I really, truly did. Well, we will. Copter. And I think that's a timeout. Oh, my lord. All right, we finish with one of the more ridiculous leagues we've played in a long time. A 1-4, which record-wise obviously isn't good, but that was just a wild league. That was a wild league. I don't think this is a 1-4 deck. I think the deck could use some changes. There was a lot of good suggestions from the chat of things that could be possible. I still think we need more ways of dealing with like Leyline. Graveyard Hate was a problem for us. A sweeper could be good. There's a ton of customization options, and there's color options. Like maybe Sultai God-Pharaoh's Gift is better. The thing I'm most sad about is with how it played out, we got to do a little bit of cool stuff with Alicia. We never got to do anything with Aurelia. We didn't do that much with Agent of Treachery. It just, like, didn't work the way we wanted it to tonight. So, I'm going to chalk it up as just not, mono red timing out. I think maybe there's a lot of new players coming into Magic Online to learn Historic, so that might be part of it. But the best news is we broke the curse. Yeah, we'll have to try some Sultai, God-Pharaoh's Gift, and I think Wear Tear is a good option as a sideboard card. But we broke the curse of our first 4 matches before the league ended, so that means we're going to be good to go for Thursday. We're going to be all set, ready to go. Curse is broken, ready to do some sweet stuff in Pioneer, I think. So on that note, I think that brings us to the end for tonight. So reminders, Replay YouTube, that's where you can find all the old stream. Thank you, Davey. Normal YouTube, tons of stuff coming out. Keep an eye for that. Tomorrow, Mace's End Against the Odds, and other stuff, of course, as well. One more reminder that our sponsor tonight is Card Kingdom. And if you need some Magic cards from Throne of Eldraine or otherwise, or you need to buy list your Magic cards, they got you covered over at cardkingdom.com. You can even grab a Saffron Olive sticker. Just mention you want it in your order note. So thank you so much to Card Kingdom for supporting the show. Most importantly, no Momir tonight. We had kind of a long league in the end, thanks to we had a couple of really long games. So most importantly, thank you to all of you for hanging out, for donating, for subscribing, just being awesome. Definitely appreciate it. You all are amazing, amazing, amazing. Thank you so much, everyone. I love each and every one of you. Have a wonderful night. We'll be back on Thursday with another one. So until then, I will talk to you soon.